Ass biscuits.
Now recording.
That's my group of idiots. Alrighty, so last time on the Adventures of the Peachy King, you guys had arrived safely to Nar Shaddaa, and you might have been forcefully made to take a little bit of rest. Strongly advised to take a little bit of rest, courtesy of Io. And so you did. Some of you may or may not have gotten shoved in some uncomfortable places to rest, but whatever. But you guys did actually rest before you woke up and kind of acclimated to being on Nar Shaddaa. You guys eventually brought in Yara to speak to, and we ended last session with you talking to Yara and finding out that Vyri's parents are on Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit!
The Force guided Io into going here.
That's not the only thing. Apparently she's part Mandalorian too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that just makes sense because I'm badass, so.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, get my DM mindset out. I'm a player today, not a DM. Get out of here.
We can discuss that
I
later.
am player today.
Right.
You player today. Yes. So, we will pick it back up there with that lovely knowledge of Vyri's parents being, in fact, on Nar Shaddaa, and that Vyri is part Mandalorian. So, yes, Yara had just provided that information to you all, and just is she looks at you, Vyri, as she's giving you this information, kind of gauging your reaction to this knowledge that your family actually is alive.
Why is everyone looking at me? Stop looking at me. Doesn't matter.
Io's looking at the wall.
Io's the one person not looking at her, but is also looking at her.
I know you're still looking at me, Io.
I said I am. Maybe I'm not today.
It really is.
Isn't Io with Mira?
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, they're not even,
He's not even
on the
here.
ship. They're like they're walking around the ship at the moment, aren't they?
No, you're looking through the
yeah.
fucking shit. Don't even look at me.
Yeah, Mira didn't want to be there for the conversation.
Yeah, the only ones there right now is Ven, Yara, Sev, and Del. They're the only ones.
See, he
in the
really
room.
isn't looking at her.
True. Okay, so everybody but Mira and Del, Jesus Christ. Mira and Io.
Hello.
Fucking Del is on my
Hello.
brain. Jesus.
Big summer blowout.
Yoo-hoo, big
honey.
summer blowout.
Okay, so yes, Mira and Io are not here, but everybody else is looking at you. Vyri, and Yara just kind of is letting you kind of vent it out, but she has almost a sad look to her face.
You just has her like brows kind of concerned together a little bit, and there's a bit of a like the current Vyri trying to win over a regressed Vyri who seems to be trying to fight to come out at the moment.
Can they notice that there's this kind of like a conflict in
Oh, it's
Vyri?
pretty obvious.
It's pretty obvious. Okay. Vyri,
Yeah, sure, I'm fine.
Kind of
I
think
mean,
about
what?
this?
I've been an orphan this whole time. I don't. So what if they're alive? It doesn't matter. They're not like real parents. They're just whatever.
Are you not even at least a little bit
No,
curious?
that has nothing to do with what we're trying to do.
Yara, did you say that she was taken from them?
From what I was able to gather, yeah, she was taken. Then something happened, and she was dropped off on the orphanage and on Coruscant. And I don't know if her parents know if she's even still alive, but I don't know. I've only been really tracking them those last couple of years.
So it sounds like it's more of a forceful thing versus an abandoned
Why are you even
thing.
tracking them anyway?
Because Isaidus wanted to know about your crew. I told him you were an orphan like me. He didn't believe it, so tasked me to try to find shit on all of you. And imagine my surprise that you have a family.
I have sperm donors. I don't have a family. They didn't come after me. They didn't look for me. I was an orphan just like you. We grew up the same.
You have a family. I don't.
Did you look into yours?
Yeah, drug addict mom and abusive father. Guess they died. So whoopee.
You guess or you know.
I know.
And Vyri,
Hmm.
there are hundreds of planets in this galaxy. Hundreds.
Actually, thousands according to the navigational map, but sure, what's up?
God damn it.
Right. Then in that case, there's thousands. Who says they didn't look for you? There will be thousands of places for them to look, and they're planets. They would have had no idea where you were taken.
Vyri, if I remember correctly, the same situation had happened with Mira, and weren't you the one that encouraged her to reach out and make a connection anyway?
Look what happened to them.
Her mother's
She's
still
with her
alive.
mother.
Yeah.
Who's potentially in danger. Now's not the time for this. Kind of like, she's not curt because it's Ven, but she's being very short with her words at the same time.
Vyri.
What?
Everyone we know. Two things. One, consider the fact that you were taken a good thing. Because that shows that they didn't just abandon you. They didn't leave you or sell you. Some people are fortunate to not have that happen to them. Two, have faith. Have faith that they can be parents now. They can
Now's
still
not
care
the
for you.
time for this. I don't know why you guys are pushing me to suddenly try and meet with some fairy tale story of parents that I've never had.
Because
When
if we don't get to them
half
first,
of us just lost our parents or lost people
Yeah.
we love. We're in the middle of a war.
if we
Meeting
don't
them will
get to
put them
them
in danger
first,
anyway.
if we don't get to them first, Sai will.
They've been out there this whole time. He hasn't
Well,
gotten to them.
I think, probably. Vyri, it's alright. You don't have to say anything right now, okay? I know this is all new. You didn't know this. It's okay. But
Start seeing the lip quiver.
Aw.
I I was waiting for someone to go from telling her what to do to be like, hey, it's okay. It's not okay.
Wait, did she say that?
No, it was just
okay.
kind of like her reaction.
Okay, yeah. Hey, just take some time to process. All right, we're gonna be here for a couple days anyway. You don't have to make a decision right now. But I think something important to find out is Yara. Do you know who took her?
She looks kind of hesitant before she goes, you might know the name because of a friend of yours. He has a very particular affinity for keeping force-sensitive slaves. You were supposed to go to the governor.
I see. And something intercepted that?
Yeah, something. Someone. You Jedi ain't fond of slavery.
Yara, you've never been one to short your words.
The list of Jedi that we were supposed to get, they were also the ones that saved you. And several others.
It was a group of Jedi that saved her as a child?
She, I guess, was one of several kids who'd been abducted. And the list of Jedi that we were supposed to give to that senator was, I guess, the Jedi who had been saving people and interfering with the governor's work. He wanted to commend them.
Who was the Jedi? Do you know names?
I didn't really pay much attention.
So, if these Jedi supposedly saved me, why didn't they get Mira then?
I mean, you have an age difference. I would doubt it.
So they just let the governor keep on doing what he did? They never, intervened?
Would I know anything about this, or was this pretty hush-hush at the temple?
This was pretty hush-hush at the temple around the time that you were there. And you had maybe heard a little bit of rumors of some Jedi kind of going against the grain and acting out to stop things like this. Kind of in their own way rebelling like Revan, but sticking a bit more to the council in their rebellion. But it was more rumor than actual fact. So it was either covered up or it just really did not get out.
So this was... How old was Vyri when this all happened? So I don't think that's ever been established.
No, it had not been established. But
I guess that's
Vyri...
before her memory. But, yeah.
Yeah, it's before she had, any serious memory. So she was, I want to...
less than 5 or 6.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say at most 5 or 6. So, yeah, she was just a kid. She was just out of toddler.
15 years ago then.
Yeah.
Whole bean.
Okay.
She was small.
Yeah, Safar was already around in the universe right now.
That would be around 20 at that time.
Yeah, it was a ways ago.
Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead. I was just saying it was a while ago.
So, do we know what happened to the Jedi that did do this? Because I might have missed it.
It hasn't been established.
Yeah, when Yara's like, I don't know, I've still been kind of keeping a sense on her emotions. Does it seem like she's lying, or does she genuinely not know?
you get the feeling that she does know, but there's some like sadness to her on the topic of it. It's like she doesn't want to admit it aloud.
Okay.
So, what happened to these Jedi then?
They they were killed trying to return kids back to their parents.
Wait, so Jedi who get taken from their parents to go train at the temple made such a big deal about returning kids back to their parents?
I mean, it makes sense.
It does. I can imagine it didn't see eye to eye with the council, so it decided to go against it.
There are a number of Jedi who don't agree with it, so I could see.
I'm just saying, all this information is making a really mass effect on what we're going to be doing here in the next couple days. So
That was a good one.
thanks. So, that's me. That's Fire in the chat. So
This age Christ.
thanks, Meep.
God damn it, Meep.
Okay. So Vyri, I think, has lost track of keeping tabs on Yara and whether she's lying or not. Trusting that Ben is.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys can tell that there's a bit of a struggle. You might not be able to tell why at the moment with Ben or with Vyri, but I should probably get up, start walking, and just like start like hangry eating, like whatever's just in sight, like muffins or whatever, just candy.
Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just I'm thinking.
She needs to get out some energy, and we'll be fine.
I should
you
stop
need
in
to
the
do.
face.
She just like points at that, like she's got it. So
Her ADHD is kicking in. Give her a second.
Yeah.
This is much better than when she learned about Orphala. Remember, she was like flipping chairs over and
Literally, yeah.
all that stuff. She's improving. She's doing a great job.
Orphala was a bitch at the time. So to be fair. Well, anyways, back to you. And she like at the end of the table, just like points with like a mouthful of muffin at Yara.
With like a muffin like in her hand too.
Yeah. So, I love you, Yara, but you have done a 180 in the matter of a day. And I'm supposed to sit here and believe that this is just out of the kindness of your heart. This could put you in a better position to take down Sai. Why and how? Why now?
Sai, when he found out about you being Ben's apprentice, he wanted to know everything about you, why you were so powerful. Sent me to look into it. And he still has no fucking clue your parents are alive. I told him I couldn't find anything. That's
why.
And he believed you?
That too.
Well, I got punished and told to work harder.
Does he not dig through your mind frequently?
No. He, manipulating me doesn't work and he knows it.
Is she seem lying in that?
No. She is telling the truth.
I can sort of vouch for that. Even Legion didn't want to get into her mind. Said it would kill me and hurt him a lot. Imagine what it could do to Sai.
Why would that? Have I heard of anything like that before?
It's been kind of rumored in the past that there have been some Force users who are capable of their own shielding technique against reading minds, and it can result badly if somebody tries to forcefully read their mind.
Okay.
Out
Actually,
out of
comfortable
character, it's like Atten, Rachel. To put it in perspective.
Oh,
Okay.
that helps.
I
Thank
love
you.
that with Rachel. You can just drop the deep lore. She's like,
Yeah. Like,
Like
okay.
what?
so the rest of us are like, okay,
Who?
like, what?
What?
Atten's my boy, you guys.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
If my heart didn't belong to Garrus, it would belong to Atten. So
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's great.
Who the fuck is that?
Wait, is that in Mass Effect or Kodar?
No, he's in
He's
Knights
in-
Old Republic
he's in-
too.
Yeah, he's in
Oh,
the
okay,
second one.
okay. I was like, I do not recognize that, and then if it's Mass Effect, I was like, yo.
No, he's in the second KOTOR. He's like one of the first people you meet, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's one of my
That's fine.
favorites.
I think I've only
But
played
Rachel,
Kodar 2 once.
but yeah, Rachel, that's pretty much what you understand to be with Yara. She has this innate ability to, if someone tried to read her mind, they would go fucking crazy before they could actually get into her mind.
Mm.
So,
I mean, we
Did
need
he ever
somebody
try
who's
with you?
crazy to read it.
Did he ever try?
yeah, and he lost his mind briefly.
Oh, that
So,
sounds
yes,
insane.
Vyri, you had asked why she was keeping it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail it.
You see Yara just pause. And there's almost, then you get this sense that there's almost kind of some self-realization there as she's kind of mulling it over before she takes a breath and she goes, I guess I still give a shit.
Side check, motherfucker!
Fucking go for it!
It's like, go for it, motherfucker. I
Fucking
dare
go
you.
for it! I dare you! Do it!
I roll my destiny dice for the day just so I can use it right now!
You're using all.
Okay.
Oh, there's 5 of it. I think I still have
2.
like plenty in my pool, but
You probably do. But yeah, it would be
is
perception
this
in this game.
skullduggery?
Now!
Oh my gosh, every time.
I
Every
want a
goddamn-
skullduggery check. What is this? Perception? Cool. Coordination? Is this mechanics? What is this?
I don't think it's mechanics.
I mean, to be fair, my perception is just the same as my skullduggery, so I'm gonna roll for skullduggery.
Going to be entertaining.
Golly, y'all, I'm not awake yet. I made this joke last night. What's 7 plus 5? 12. Okay. We were talking about D&D and math. And...
We were. It was rough.
Ready? Scootish. Fuck.
Ooh, boy.
Oh no.
Boy.
That's a -1.
You're, you know what?
She's
You are
just straining,
so...
looking at her.
Eyes are bulging.
Damn
A
it.
vein in their
Pretty much.
forehead.
Just eye
She knows that
twitching.
she just can't tell anything right now.
Pretty much. I guess, I mean, she looks like she's telling the truth.
I can't handle the truth. You just
What's her-
start walking off, eating again.
What's her emotions that I'm feeling?
Yara's or Vyri's?
I know Vyri's. What are Yara's?
She's making it very clear.
I know what Vyris are.
You don't know what
Yara-
Vyri's full ones are.
No, we don't.
Hungry, apparently.
Yara's emotions are, when she mentioned that she did it to protect Vyri, you kind of felt love, admiration, and the need to protect. kind of emit from her.
Okay. Also, quick question, just so I can have an establishing baseline here. Have people ever been known to kind of manipulate their own emotions if they know they're kind of being monitored in the Force? It's like you could bring a lot of emotions to the service, or is it more kind of like they're pretty genuine?
You know the difference between manipulating and genuine, and hers are genuine. You get the feeling that she's keeping a lot of things close to chest, but the rawness of these emotions are kind of new to her, like a self-realization. So they're very raw. You feel them, and then you kind of feel her seeming to catch that and bring it back in, and she goes back to kind of being calm.
Okay. Did Vyri leave, or is she storming around?
No, she's just like walking around. Eating.
Oh, okay.
She's
But-
stomping around like a tantrum.
It's everyone else is picking up on frustration. You are picking up on guilt. Thank you very much. Knowing how she felt. Buries a layer of an onion. It's gonna make you cry, but you can peel it away to an inside core.
Oh my god.
Still crying.
Jesus
He did
H.
for the knife,
Christ.
too.
By the way, can I just
Jeez
say
Louise.
that I was just thinking before we started the game, I wonder if Ven's being stupid for respecting Yara's privacy and not just full out reading her mind with the Force. But I was like, I guess Ven wouldn't want to invade. And then I was kind of just wondering how dumb I'd be, but now that we're all like, Yara's a power that makes you temporarily go insane if you try to get in your head. Like, oh wait, respecting privacy worked out well for me.
Oh no, you would die if you did it. Aha!
Boundaries worked out well for me. What a shock.
Boundaries are great.
Moral of the story, kids, respect boundaries or you'll go
That's
poop
right.
for Cocoa Puffs.
I want Cocoa Puffs now.
I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
God damn it.
If I may intervene a little bit. So, you're saying Sai doesn't know about Vyri's parents. Because you hid it from him.
That's what I said.
Sassy with Dell, I love it.
Only Del really too.
It's because Del reacts. He reacts to it. It's fun for her.
Oh, it's great.
Right. I think we should talk to them. And I'll say what I said earlier. If we get to them, it's better than us getting to them first than Sai.
It just seems
'Cause you may
like,
not-
put up her hands like got a muffin in her mouth.
Del, I do know the importance, but I think kind of like how we did this with Mira and her mother, I think it should be up to Vyri. Just give her some time.
Spits out her muffin. No! I know you guys are right. I'm just processing it.
I think we got her answer.
Okay, then process. That's fine. I just didn't want you to feel pressure.
If I may, yeah, you mentioned he's Mandalorian. We could use another Mandalorian.
Another two, actually, if you count both parents.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Force
Depends
sensitive
on which one's
Mandalorians.
Force.
Didn't she say
It's
both
not-
were?
Was both? Or
Did
both
you
of
say
them?
both?
Both.
Okay, I knew one was. I didn't know if the other one.
Sorry, your tongue got a bit tied, so you sound a bit distant. Could you repeat that, Yara?
Both. B-O-T-H. Both.
I was just gonna do that, you asshole. God damn it.
Two Force sensitive Mandalorians.
Rachel,
You're
Yeah.
dating someone
sorry.
and they read your mind.
Didn't I send you Varro's wife's name at some point? I thought I wrote it
Yeah.
down on my backstory and I didn't. Do you remember it by any chance?
Started with an S, didn't it?
Could you send it to me
You
and
can-
Angel, please?
It would
don't
be-
have to
it would
say
be
now.
useful.
I looked in your messages. I didn't see it either.
Look up Varo in our messages. Sirio, Senreal.
Oh yeah, so pretty. Okay.
Can you send that to Silent
What was
Night,
that
please?
for?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we kind of need that. We kind of need that name, actually.
We're working on things and we needed that information.
How did I spell
What
it?
you're working on?
Senreal.
Senriel, yeah.
Senreal.
Okay.
The Mass Effect game.
Oh no, this is still Star Wars. This is my Star Wars game.
Still Star Wars, yeah. Anyway,
So we,
So,
I've somehow actually tied both of the campaigns together by accident.
it's fantastic, and
Well-
Silent and I are living for it.
Varo beat up Dell last game, so that was fun.
They're planning.
Sorry, what?
Yep. Anyways, so back to Vyri.
Anyway, yeah, focus.
Everybody
No,
shut the fuck up.
Please,
Hold the
please,
fuck on.
let's just focus. Break will tell you all about it. I heard about
break.
it.
Yes.
Great game. Let's focus on
So
the game
yes,
right now.
when you say that, Dell, she sighs and she leans forward and she spells out the word both because, of course, somebody had to beat me to it. And she goes, both, big guy. That's what I fucking said.
That's two, not just one. Vyri just says out of like instinct.
So, are you saying they're Mandalorian the race, or are they Mandalorian? They joined that side
Look at
in the
me.
war.
I'm not Mandalorian. That's just like
They are
pointing at his skin.
Mandalorian.
Actually, very. Not all Mandalorians
Or Mandalorians.
are. One, for I was born on Malachor 5. It doesn't matter what you look like, you can still become a Mandalorian if you're taken in by a creed.
I'm just
That's,
saying. Like I've
that's
seen
why-
I've seen y'all Mandalorians. Y'all don't look like me. I don't even know what I am.
You're a force sensitive
You-
Mandalorian.
you do know
Thank you,
that
Yara.
it's not all about big muscles and all about guns. You do know that
Really, it's not. I thought that's what Mandalorian. Oh,
You're not
I
here.
mean,
Shut
weapons
up.
may be our religion.
no, I'm not here. I'm
Weapons may be our religion, but it doesn't mean you have to be the same race.
I guess I
there
like fighting.
there are Wookiee Mandalorians. Anyway, we're getting off point.
Ooh,
I mean,
I
you
like
said
that one.
war-torn planet. Was it Malachor 5, by any chance?
Yeah.
How old are you now, Vyri?
Oh, you don't know? Like
Fen just rolls her eyes.
I'm like 29 now.
Did you say 29, Vyri?
Yeah, I'm like totally 29 now.
Oh yeah, she's totally almost my age. Yep.
Then how old is
I'm gonna
Vyri?
guess 22. Guess 22.
Yeah,
No.
we'll go with that. I like
Younger.
that. Hey,
Then how old is she?
It's a little important for the discussion at hand, I think, Vyri.
forgot anyway. I think I'm 20.
You're not.
You
you're
are
19.
20. You are.
Oh, really?
The gods from
Someone
heaven
had a
have
birthday.
spoken.
Well, you know what?
Vyri
We've
is
been
20.
We've all been together for a while too. So.
Y'all forgot my birthday, so
Oh my gosh.
Dad doesn't even know his
not
birthday.
my fault that we celebrated Io's and not mine. But that's okay. I don't harbor that.
Salty motherfucker.
Well, I forgot it too, so it's okay. I think we were in prison when it happened.
Probably.
So if you're around 20 odd, I'm. Fuck, I was 20 by the time you were born.
You're an old motherfucker.
Yeah. War does that to you.
I mean, we knew he was old though.
I mean, I think just aging does that to you. I don't think war does it too. All right.
It adds a few extra grey hairs everywhere. That's not the point. So, Mandalorian War's been on for quite a while. Trying to think back to.
We have a timeline bend in the game planning.
I love you, Rachel.
That'd be
Dell's
so
like-
helpful for our games on Sundays because we always
The thing
forget.
is that Dell's not thinking, oh, the war happened at this time, then this happened. He's trying to think around when he was 20, what was going on the Mandalorian side. Because if he can remember, like, anything specific from that time, could help. But he's just sitting there thinking...
Wait, where's the timeline?
So look
I
under
think
pinned
it's pinned in
messages.
game planning.
Yeah, it's pinned in game planning.
It's pinned. I made sure to pin it.
You're all welcome.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel.
I
We
really
just have our own channel
Oh,
called
thanks, guys.
What was their last name?
Rin.
Would we know? Would me or Dell recognize the name?
Wait, hold on,
And
wait,
how
what?
old Sev? How old is Sev?
Wait, no, wait.
Yes. You guys would know that.
I'm like Okay, so to answer your question, Matt, I'm in between you and Ven, like Dell and Ven.
Okay. Dell, after some recalibration, is 42.
Hold up.
I would say he's probably in his like. I'll probably say how old is Ven? Sorry,
What? Sorry?
how old is
Ven?
Ven? Yeah,
She's 30.
30. So I'll say she'll be like mid, like 35. We'll say 35, just to put a number on it.
Yeah. You Del more recognize the last name, but you do know it, Sev.
Who do I recognise that name from? Rin.
You recognize the name?
I do too.
You do? Oh, who are they?
Trying to think. There's a lot of clutter in Legion ain't helping. No,
I think
I
I
don't
rem-
want you
Your
to.
memories.
Yeah, no, Legion. No, I don't want. No, thank you. I can think for myself, thank you.
I think I remember Rin being a close guard to Mandalore the Ultimate.
Oh, really?
Sounds stupid, but I don't know. Just saying. A Mandalorian Ultimate. What a name. Who's gonna guard it?
Is it the name of Mandalore the Ultimate, or being a god to Mandalore the Ultimate?
Being a guard. He was his right hand, basically.
Really?
If I'm remembering correctly, yes. This is during the Mandalorian Wars too, but last I remember, I think he disappeared or something. I don't know. Something happened to him.
Yeah, the guards disappeared. Well, 2 guards disappeared from Mandalore Ultimate. But they were just written off as casualties at the time. That's what happened to a lot of people with MIA. So... Fuck, that was a long time ago.
That was.
You were a kid when I saw you. He turns to Ven. You were a kid.
Me?
Yeah,
Are you talking about when I was in that part of the war?
yeah.
I was 19. Very young.
Wait, was Ven a Padawan during the war?
Yeah, she left and fought in it.
Yeah.
And she had to come back and finish her Padawanship while you were older, right?
Yeah.
And she was a Jedi Knight shortly after that.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
And Vara
Good
definitely
time.
sparred with her and flirted with her and got shut down.
Yep.
Every time.
And also whooped Del's ass. Anyways, so back to the story. You did put up a good fight, Del. That was really good.
Wait, what?
What, Del?
I was going to ask, I'm going to get to what Vyri said in a minute.
Mhm.
Did Sai take part in that war?
Yeah, that was when we were fighting together.
Fuck me, he was a lot shorter back then.
He was what?
A lot shorter back then.
Shorter.
Well, a
He's
lot of
the
people
same
look short
height.
compared to you.
That's true.
Yara loses her shit at that, by the way.
Was Sai one of those people who didn't have a growth spurt until he's 19?
He had like a little peach fuzz goatee.
Oh god.
to
I
really
mean,
think
he
about
is
it, I was
literally
like,
Anakin, so
Sorry, listening to Maria, apparently.
Then had to sit him down and go, listen, Sai, you can't do the beard thing. You got to shave it off.
Everyone else has a beard. Oh, look how old he is.
imagining prepubescent fucking Sai now.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So much less
fantastic.
intimidating.
He was squirrely for sure.
His voice breaks a little bit. Ven, over here.
She literally grew up with him, so she definitely saw puberty Sai like the whole time.
I don't know what you're
The voice
talking
breaking and
about.
Awkward gangling around with longer limbs that he's used to because they just had their growth spurt.
Do you see this? This is a first pimple I have.
Oh my god.
It takes the lightsaber and cauterize.
Oh,
Anyway.
no, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. I need to stop thinking about emo time Sai. Oh my lord.
Emo time Sai. I need that doodled. Anyway, yes.
Not a phase, Mom.
Not a phase, Mom.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to go off track, but damn, I was training to be a soldier when you were born. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was training to be a badass was ever since you got old, so we're even.
Depends on what you define as old.
You?
I like to see myself as well aged, like a good whiskey.
Is that before or
Oh,
after?
that's the
Sorry, what?
Yara just smirked.
I missed that. I actually missed that.
Oh, she said, is that before or after you need the cane?
You're lucky I don't have one. I'd hit you over the head with it.
Kinky.
Ew, stop. Yeah.
Mm.
It's like y'all like too far, Yara.
You crossed the line, Yara.
Brain damage
Yara's
being
looking for a
kicked.
new trigger daddy.
I trusted you, Yara. You were the chosen one with the jokes. You're like a sister to me.
And then you seduced Daddy Dell. Anyway,
So
anyway,
you know they're here then? Both of them?
Last I knew, yeah.
Okay.
I think I might be able to recognise them. Well, they had parts of their face covered, as was required to be in. Technically, we were all wearing helmets at the time. I think I've seen them like once or twice in the mess hall. They didn't get to do much. Anyway, sorry.
So many questions. I don't have a character that would ask them.
Okay. So you guys know who he is. At least you know who the
I think I know both of them.
Okay. Are they trustworthy, I guess?
This is wild.
I mean, if they fought as guards with Mandalore the Ultimate, yeah, they're pretty trustworthy.
They were some of the most loyal Mandalorians.
Okay.
And then you have me and Del, who ended up betraying him.
We didn't betray the Mandalorians. We were...
The timelines aren't working out in my head. Something's not adding up right now, but
We
that's
were
out of
taken,
character.
Sev. Remember, we were forced to fight for the Republic after we lost the war. Anyway, How about
Alright.
we go pay him a visit?
As long as Vyri feels like that is something she wants to do. I still want this to be her choice.
Is it that important right now? I mean, look, if they're fucking guards to some ultimate this guy,
Well, all right. Vyri, first of all, I still have questions for Yara right now, if you're up for it, Yara. So, we are still getting things done, but we are stuck here for a few days. So what else are we going to do?
I mean, to be fair, don't you think this is bringing more of a target to someone? We're not the most inconspicuous group. We've brought targets and danger to people that we've gotten involved with.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be best if we took them in. Because
that went well last time.
Sorry, what did you say?
Dale said we should bring them in, and Vyri went, because that went well last time. That's what happens.
Ven kind of
in life.
winces, but not much after that.
That's what happens in life.
So I just get to suddenly find my parents and strut them around in front of people that just lost their family. I don't know if any of you have noticed how fragile Mira's looking right now, guys. That's not something I want to just put in front of her.
Are you going to sit there and say, oh, happy days, I have a family
I
and you
don't
don't?
fucking know who they are. They can go off and fuck off into space. We can go talk to them and tell them to get out of danger, but I don't know who they are. You keep on calling them family.
Vyri,
They're not family.
Vyri, you don't have to embrace them as family if you don't want to. You don't know them. It's okay. You don't have to
bringing them
even...
onto the ship, it's probably going to put them into more danger. Or they could already be working with Side. We don't know. We don't know their past.
They aren't working with Isaidus, trust me.
Yara?
Like,
bitch.
Not Elvin.
I'm not...
Kermit?
I'm not the biggest fan of taking them with us either, but if they are as resourceful as Del and Sev say, they may not need as much protection as maybe some of the others did with us.
Also,
right?
do you know how much chaos it is to run Vyri? Do you think I want to run Varro and Vyri right now? Anyways.
So, I mean, you don't have to embrace them as family if you don't want to. You don't even have to make it seem like it's a happy thing. You have conflicting emotions. That's normal. And I don't think Mira will fault you for that. I mean, there's one thing to see what the reality is and acknowledge it, and it's another to be flaunting it in front of her. And I know you're not the type that's going to flaunt it in front of her.
Sorry for being Crash. I know all of you guys lost people too. I know y'all can take it. Something shifted in her.
Hey, Mira.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm trying to figure that out myself. I worry for her.
I mean, like, I was planning on finding a way to do some sort of nice memorial for them here, since we're back here.
Yeah, do it then. I think the best thing we can do
Turn
right
to her
now
and
is...
say that, like, I'm meeting with my parents that I just found out of this tragedy.
I mean, hey, Vyri, it might be something she can relate to with you. She just met her mom, too. Remember how upset she was? And how much she had to work through in order to get the courage to do it?
I don't know what to say to her.
You don't have to say anything to her.
You don't. Sometimes just being there is all you need.
As for what's happening to her, I think we all have an inkling of what it is. We all have our different opinions of what it could be. Sadness, grief.
Numbers. Just kidding.
Right.
I'm just
Right?
kidding.
There's just a number displays over her room that just constantly changes.
Like what?
Everyone's like, what the
Mira has been sheltered for a lot of her life. And when I first saw my father get killed, well, when I say I first saw, when I saw my father get killed, it was a bombshell of emotion. I felt anger, hatred towards the Republic. I felt sadness, regret. What I think she's going through is she's still processing that they're gone.
Yeah.
There are stages of grief, and it takes years for somebody to get to the point of acceptance. I've had to stop myself calling out to Revan like 6 times today. Because the thought of losing someone doesn't register. She's trying to adapt. She's trying to stay strong. But it's taking a toll. It's taking a toll on everyone.
And as far as I know, this may be the first time she's suffered such a loss like this. And I think sometimes when it's the first time, it's harder to handle because you don't know how to navigate it. So I agree with Del. I think she just needs time. She's grieving just like everyone is in different ways. All we can do is be there for her, even if we don't know what to say. I sat and ate, and as she ate cereal, she seemed to appreciate it. Sometimes all you need to do is just be there.
I don't think for a second that just because you have your parents to go to now, don't think that she's going to hate you for it. Some would consider you lucky. Others wouldn't. But you should consider yourself to be
I shut the door when you come in the ship.
Sorry, that was Mark.
just think about how helpful we
It goes back outside.
think about how helpful they could be. The information they could give us, the knowledge they could give us. Don't think of them as here and now as something to be. This is hard. Don't see them as a liability, as something to lose.
Her as an asset. Alright.
Just see them as somebody who can help us. And
We don't know.
thank Farrick.
What?
Thank Farrick knows we need any help we can get, so. Right, now we are done with that part of the emotional talk for today.
Still doesn't answer what Yara gets to gain from this.
Oh, I still have
Yara.
a lot of questions for Yara.
Yeah, because let's say I do believe you, and we are still sisters. You're doing this out of the kindness of your heart. You still have to get something out of this. You wouldn't risk your life for all of this. What comes next? What are these? Are they important to you, or is it getting me on your side important to you, or the crew? Is that what this is?
If I can get you guys to trust me, then you can help me stop Isaidus. And save the literal fucking galaxy from... And she looks at you, Ven, from your crazy-ass husband. You really need to get better taste in men.
I just
Ben just
echoes through
smiles
it, Ben.
slightly, doesn't say anything.
So now you want to... I can see now where Vyri's coming from. Like, now, after everything that's happened, after all the pain and harm that you've caused, now you want to stop him. Because you're no longer part of his little master plan. You're no longer going to benefit from him. You want us to stop him. Because now you're on the receiving end of the shit that he's causing.
I think she's talked about the fact that it's because he's now willing to destroy everything and put an unbalance. Del, I don't know if you remember or you saw, but he's tortured her.
I can tell.
He wants to destroy both the Jedi and the Sith.
Yeah.
That creates some instability in the void left after that I think, from what she said, scares her.
Which I actually am a little unsure as to why that would scare you, because from what he told me, leveling everything and then rebuilding it, wouldn't you get a cut in whatever new thing he was building from the rubble?
This little kingdom he mentions.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you get a part in it if you stayed with him? Why don't you want that?
Yara kind of scoffs at that, and she goes, "Do you really think he has any room for anybody in his kingdom other than his precious wife?"
Does make sense. You've lost your usefulness to him.
Bingo, big guy.
And now...
You feel like you've already lost it, or you're on the way to losing it?
I mean, she was
Unfortunately
captured.
for Isaidus, I do actually give a shit about Vyri, and he kind of has a problem with that.
Could he tell?
He's not an idiot. He's psycho, but he's not an idiot. Well, sort of an idiot. But no, he knew.
So, what I can gather, you knew, well, he knew that you still cared about Vyri.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, after everything you've done to this crew, the shit you put us through, you're claiming that you did it and still care about Vyri.
I don't expect you to believe me. But it's the truth.
I would assume you'd just alert me if I can sense that there's some lying emotions
Yep.
or other things in there.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep, you sense no deception from her whatsoever. She is being brutally honest, and you get the sense that she's doing this as a way to prove
Yeah.
herself. Like, to earn some semblance of maybe not full trust, but trust enough to work.
Well, listening to all this, we can't trust you. I hope you know that. Or at least, not completely trust you.
If you did, I'd call you guys fucking idiots.
Fair
She just
enough.
kind of smirks at you.
But I don't see any reason why you should be lying at this point. So, Vyri, what do you want to do?
Cover out the airlock. She just looks at waiting for a reaction.
We are on planet still, so throwing her in the airlock wouldn't really do
very
much.
anticlimactic, yeah.
Damn it, guys! You didn't have to tell her that. That was a really funny prank.
Yara's smart. I think she picked up on it.
I figured we're planetside, but I was going to ask if I at least had 10 seconds to hold my breath first.
No,
No? How about 5?
more like it.
Very sure. Okay.
But yeah, all right. Oof. So what do you want to do with your parents?
I guess they go meet him. I guess.
And that's the plan. We track down and find your parents.
Do you know where they are? Have you already tracked them down?
I don't know where they are specifically. I
I know
didn't.
someone who can.
Yeah. I purposely didn't look into it.
Just in case.
Yeah.
hmm
You know there's a button that says clear browser history, right?
Yeah, and a certain Sith Lord is totally fine with losing his mind trying to read mine, so.
Let's just say it was a good cautionary.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't fault you for that.
Yara.
Alright, so there's the plan.
Yara, Dell had mentioned something that you had said, that there was something else out there,
Someone.
someone else, some faction. I'm not sure. What's that about? When it comes to, I guess, whatever's going on with what Isaidus is doing.
You mean the fact that there's somebody else out there after him?
Yeah.
I mean, I could name a few people who'd still be after him. Other than us. Other than the Republic.
Something, I guess, more significant than that.
The Sith.
Pretty much.
If I had to guess.
The,
there you go.
The Sith aren't exactly fond of him and his new empire. Just as
Your
badly
new
as
empire.
just as badly as it would fuck up the Jedi, it's gonna fuck up the Sith too. They're not happy with him.
Mm-hmm. So when you're saying Sith, I would assume it's more just individuals as opposed to an organization.
I'm saying that if Isaidus was to show his face on Korriban again, he would have a civil war on his hands.
Were there other things at play on Korriban aside from what he was doing?
There were others who were wanting to fight him. Didn't really go well. But
And he's aware of them?
oh, he's very aware. He's not a fan of them either.
I'm sure.
So why not get them to help us?
No.
Oh, that's a good idea.
What? Form an alliance?
Temporary one.
If I remember correctly, the Republic has done that before. Did not go well.
It never goes well.
I was gonna have a comment, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was not there.
I mean, he can pop out of a vent anytime.
Well, he's outside, so I don't.
Oh, true.
He is outside, but vents are a thing.
Nah, he's making a list of repair things with Mira.
He's spending time with Precious Blueberry. Got it.
Exactly.
I don't see why we wouldn't do an alliance with the Sith.
We can probably talk about this later, but I will leave this crew if we do an alliance with the Sith in a way that you might be thinking. I'm that serious about it.
You still want to bring him back alive?
The Sith wouldn't let him be alive.
Yeah.
Nah.
I do.
Want his head on a platter. Or gold at this point.
And
It's
how
not
dumb
just
are
that
some of
I.
the Sith?
It's not that I just want him back alive, though. There would be methods used that are not going to be good.
The same methods he's used to try and get rid of us.
Yeah, which isn't right. Remember? I mean, that was what I was talking about in the ship. We have to do this without regrets. We can't do this. We have to be better than him.
Being better than him does not always mean it's the right thing. We can do 100 things better than him. We haven't killed innocent people. We haven't murdered people, taken people as slaves. We're already better than him.
No, the Sith will, though. That's what I'm saying. If you ally with them, they'll go to any length, depending on who you work with. It might depend on the person.
Turning to the dark side is not something we're going to be even remotely getting close to.
Yes.
We have to do something.
We have other options. We will explore those. I will not do it.
Then name them.
I think we need to find out more about what Yara has to say first.
Alright, Yara, you're in the spotlight. How do we stop him?
Well, either wifey here uses her womanly charms on him to convince him to stop being a psychopath,
Didn't work.
or you kill him.
Not finished with that yet.
Hmm?
Ven just mutters. Ven says not finished with that yet.
Oh, you're not finished convincing him to stop.
I am not.
How many times have you been in front of him? Spoken to him?
Not many, actually, for a while.
Hmm.
And I didn't want to say it in front of Mira. And I don't want to sound callous because I know what happened. But. And she just sort of glances at Yara like it's weird she's in this conversation right now, but she says it anyway. But she says, speaking to him this time, there was a step away from the darkness and a step towards the light. It was a step. It was one. I know that. But it's more than has happened for a long time. I'm not done trying to convince him.
How many times do you have to get captured by him? How many times do you have to sit there and talk to him before you convince him to stop this? Is this before or after his major plan works?
During.
We don't have control over that. He's not going to wait for you to try and convince him to come back.
We do have control over how low we decide to stoop.
Yep.
To try and stop him.
I mean, the Republic and the Jedi weren't really, they weren't really concerned about that with Manacle 5.
That was because Revan was on her way to the dark side at that point and had stopped holding ethics as something that was important. That was when she compromised. That was her first, I would say Malachor 5 was one of her first steps towards the path of becoming a Sith.
And the Jedi let it happen still. Revan may have ordered the earth-shattering bombardment on Manacle 5, but the Council still allowed it.
No, the Council was not a part of that. They weren't even in the war at all. Revan deviated.
Then why were you on Manacle 5?
I was just
He followed Revan.
Yeah, but I wasn't on Malachor 5. At that point, I didn't participate. The ones that did ended up following her and becoming Sith themselves.
Why do we have to do this? Why? I know how much she means to you.
So we would do it for you.
Don't, Legion. Right now. I know. You make a good point. Yes, you do it for me, but fuck. He holds his head in his hands for a second. I don't want to lose anyone else.
So you don't have to worry. I am going to be working just as hard as anyone else here to make sure his kingdom doesn't come to pass and he's stopped. All right?
Well, you're not working hard enough with Revan,
What?
Corinth. Maybe Jax and Joseph. We're not working hard enough to bring him back then.
Del.
Oh, I'm not. No, Legion, let me.
Ven literally like looks away, like she just doesn't say anything.
So, I know you're trying. Gonna try harder, I know. But I have to draw a line somewhere. We'll have to. I just want everyone to know that I
Why are you willing
I'm
to
having
keep
a-
Yara alive and work with her, but not him?
So I don't have a problem with Yara.
Oh,
She
she was
was-
just as involved, though.
Yeah, her hands are just as bloodied as his.
And mine are just as bloody as her.
So why do you struggle with the same level of...
Because we all know a pawn when we see it. We all know a cog in the greater machine. Yara, if you had any other chance, any other choice, would you have still joined Sai?
She pauses, and you get the feeling that she's sincerely mulling that thought over.
Very interesting question.
It is.
And eventually she just kind of sighs and she goes, "It's not up to me. My path's set, so don't ask me."
Is that a
I'm not
lie?
asking about
Emotion
the path
check.
Yeah.
um
So while they're doing that, Del wanted to say, I'm not on about the path ahead. If you could have changed it, not what was available at the time. If you could have not joined Sai, would you?
again, she's quiet, and then you get the feeling that she is also kind of at war with herself internally. On the one hand, with who she is now, she's kind of accepted her path and what it's done to her, but there's a bit of a hopefulness in her. And her eyes kind of flicker over to Very briefly. And you get the sense of jealousy, but not like the overpowering jealousy that would make her lash out. Just this mild reflectiveness to her. Yeah. And you get this vague feeling that perhaps she just might have changed her path if she had the choice. But she does not answer Dell. She just stays quiet.
Oh,
What's your point with this
well,
stuff?
I was going to say, Del will sit back.
Revan
My
wasn't a
point-
pawn.
I know Revan wasn't a pawn. I'm coming
You're
to
saying-
terms with that.
In this moment, you wouldn't have. Like, that's the thing. Sai is at where Revan was in the midst of her darkness. I believe Ven in the fact that she's gotten through to him. She believes that she was there. If you trust and love her enough, then you will back her up with that.
I do. It's
Then
all clear
let
by
go
now.
of this vendetta.
I can't. It's... I'm almost incapable of letting go of a grudge. I still hate the Jedi for what they did to Malachor 5.
And yet you call two of us family.
I call you, Vyri, family. And I call Ven family.
He doesn't
Not
acknowledge
Jedi-
her Jedi.
Not Jedi Padawan Vyri.
Well, we can't take that
No
out
Jedi.
of who we are.
I can. And I will. Because otherwise, I wouldn't have even stepped into that bar. Wouldn't have even sat down at the table and spoke to you.
Then take the Sith out of the man. And realize that that's a path he can step away from and be separated from just as much as we can potentially be differentiated from the Jedi.
Trying.
He's a husband and a scorned lover. If you had any way, well, never mind. She betrayed you. But if you had any way to go back and save those that you've loved, you would do it, even if it meant losing yourself.
I know
No.
me and him are alike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it.
That's
Legion
why
has
I
made
get-
it very clear.
Yeah. Well, that's why I get so.
Annoyed when I bring up harming him and everything, because
Well-
it's...
No, that's why I try and stop you from doing things that I see are very similar to the path that he's taken.
just can't form words right now.
You don't need to be. You don't need to like him. You don't need to be okay with him in your head. I just want a chance to be able to do everything I can to bring him back. And if that is not the case, then I want to be the one that ends it. Because I'm the only one that knows him.
Okay.
But I mean, I've said it again. I'll say it as long as you guys need to hear it. But I'm not joining him. And I'm not going to choose him over any of you when he's in the wrong like this.
I wasn't afraid of that.
But I know he's capable of coming back if he chooses it. I just don't know if he'll choose it.
Vyri looks at Yara.
Yeah, what's her emotions as I'm talking about this?
Her expression is neutral, very. It's like she's just kind of listening. Then you get the feeling that she's kind of contemplative. and a little bit hopeful.
I thought it would be like, stupid Ven, idiot!
I know, right?
I was expecting that. That's interesting. Okay.
Vyri and Ben like our Ben.
Huh?
Vyri and Yara like our Ben, sorry.
I was gonna say, I would hope Ben likes herself, question mark?
Sorta.
Well, I guess we're all agreed then that we should put our trust in Ven.
Sorry, I looked at the chat.
That's the part I'm struggling with.
And how about this? I do it for the both of us.
As much as you can explain to me, as much as you can tell me, and make me believe that he can come back. I want to believe he can come back. I want to believe that this is going to go over well, and we'll be able to sit there and mourn the ones we've lost and live the rest of our lives happy. But that's the part that we aren't sure about.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about it.
Then I will take it upon myself until you figure it out. I will trust her for the both of us. How about that? And I will make sure that you stay within line. And you don't pull shit like what you did just a few moments ago. Start bringing up stuff that you're going to regret.
You get him, Sev.
Wow, Sev!
Sorry, I've been listening to this conversation for the last how many minutes, and I'm getting frustrated the more I listen to you.
You'll learn to live with that.
Then you notice Jesus Christ, I looked at Lucy. You notice Yara just kind of looking over at Seb with a raised eyebrow, but you get the feeling that she is real impressed.
Respect points.
Look, I'm having a real hard time trying to convey the point that I'm trying to get across without going in circles. I'm just going to say it. I can't lose anyone else. I've said this before.
I get that.
I can't. I can't lose anyone at this table. I can't lose Io or Mira.
Yeah. Del, do you remember what I said to you before you all stopped me from going to him?
You
I
said
said
we
the
wouldn't
same
lose.
thing. No, I said I
didn't.
couldn't bear to lose anybody else. So I get it.
And that's the problem. If I lose another person, I don't know what will happen.
We'll be here for you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Being scared is okay. It's what makes us who we are.
I can't break again. I don't want to break again. I don't want to feel loss again. I'm scared of it.
You were just talking about Mira. Do you think she wasn't scared of breaking again? She broke it being a slave, and now she's just broke again, losing her adopted parents. But like you said, she can still go through the grief and she'll come out the other side because we're here for her. It's the same thing with you. Yara, Sai excluded. No matter what happens, we're not going to let anything happen to you. And we'll make sure you come out the other side.
Del, there will always be loss, always. But I've found that the more that the loss occurs, there's always enough strength to get through it. There's always just enough to choose to do what's right, even if it's hard to find at first. I think everyone on the ship has the capability of doing that, including you, even if we suffer loss again.
Don't know about that. I need to go. I'm gonna go get another cybernetic enhancement. He stands up and brush himself off. I've got the appointment in about 10 minutes. I've got to go now.
Ven has already voiced her concern, so she just sort of raises Ibrahim like, are you sure about that? But she doesn't say anything. She just gives him like a look.
Would Sev notice something between that?
Well, Dell, have you looked at Dell's medical history?
No.
Then you wouldn't know about
Yeah, but
why
what I
it's
noticed-
significant.
Oh, it's true. Would pique interest, though. Just to kind of considering why Ven is reacting to that specifically.
I know. Sorry, Sev.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. I had nothing to say. You're good.
I'm sorry. I need another one.
You'll only be feeling your cycle. If you talk to, she like looks really weird saying it. The others about this. And she sort of like motions to your head because apparently stuff is going on there now.
I like the apparently.
I have not told anyone else. So thank you for bringing it up.
I'm sorry, what's going on?
Yeah, don't worry. I'm still pretty lost, so you're good.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Then just smirks at Dell and says, it's vague. Like, I'm being vague. She's the vague queen.
Dell will send Vyri and Sev his medical history.
Vyri probably has a pending messages box that she doesn't know how to get.
Here, Vyri, let me help you with that.
Oh my god, there's so many files in here. What the?
Oh my
you guys
lord.
did invite me there, didn't you? That's on me. I've been late to all the missions. My bad. You guys did send me alerts.
Oh my god.
Right,
Is that oh my god to the medical history or Vyri's inbox?
Yes.
Vyri's inbox.
Bit of
Looking-
both.
Sorry, I'm
in
making up.
character,
Is it? Alright, that's a bad joke. I'm probably gonna make it.
looking in character chat 3, it'll be there. There's an actual list.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back. I need to go. I've been called. But Dell will just send it to you and then walk out.
Do we want to take just a quick break since some people went AFK? As you guys are kind of reading over that after Dell has left, and then we'll pick back up after that.
Or unless you want to finish the questions to Yara, that way we can get.
I mean, yeah,
back
if you guys
involved
have any
afterwards.
more questions for her, we could do that too.
I don't.
Because I know it sucks sitting on the side not being able to do anything. Like
Yeah.
Well, I can't really do anything while Rob's away, so.
That's fine. Yep, let's go ahead and just take a quick 5-10 minute break then.
I'm kind of upset Matt's not here because I really want to talk about that fight with Varro and Dell.
That's fine.
Wait, we're taking a break?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
gonna take a quick break. So,
Okay, how long? Did you say 5-10 minutes?
let's say about 5-10 minutes. Yeah. So,
Okay.
The fight with Dell is amazing.
That fight
I
with Dell
will
was
be
amazing.
right back.
Okay, can I just say that I have like respect points of Ven in my head of like who she respects and who she kind of doesn't. And Dell's mean comments, respect points went down. And then when Seth was like, I don't want to hear that crap you just pulled, I was like, ooh, +5.
You can take this. There you go.
No.
What,
What's
Mike?
that?
Hi. Sorry. My dad called me.
There you go.
We're taking a break right now.
Yeah, we're taking a little break.
Silent wants to tell you about the Dell versus Varro thing.
I'm sorry, what?
So in my game, Varro has actually met Dell
That's me.
Okay.
and proceeded to kick his ass.
How old was Dell at the time?
Younger than now, that's for damn sure.
It was about 9 to 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah, roughly.
Did Dell put up a good fight?
Oh, he did. It was just
Yeah,
unfortunately
okay.
I
Varro
got
was
one
faster.
hell of a shot in on me.
Yeah, it was just unfortunately Varro was significantly faster and was able to dodge a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. When it comes to speed and that, yeah, younger Dell was not the fastest. He was slow but heavy.
Oh yeah.
You did crumple a whole metal column and bend it in half, though. That was pretty badass.
Yay! Older
then
Dell
my-
is much better.
And then my
Yeah.
Chani sneak attack. That
Oh,
was fun.
it was great. It was fun, and God, I am questioning whether you guys should, if this crew should meet that crew at any point during this.
Totally different. Like, and to imagine what they'd be in 10 years, like, it's so weird because they could go in so many different directions.
And it seems like they have. Varro's by himself right now.
I'm super curious about, like, the future of it. Or, like, what that means or like, where Angie's playing this. Because a couple things don't add up to me at the moment, so I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, 100%. Because like, I'll be honest, a lot of this is off the cuff. Like we didn't necessarily plan this ahead of time. It was just kind of happening.
True. Well, I sent her a few things about my backstory that don't match up with what's been said in game, and she's like, "I know." I was like, "Okay." So there's another twist happening, or something else is. There's more information that has to lie out because something's not making sense to me as much as I know about his backstory.
Yeah.
So I have my thoughts. We'll see.
Oh man.
Oh, did you look at the medical chart?
I read it before. I remember, and I was like, Jesus, this fucker has a lot wrong with him.
Yeah.
I'm back.
So we got are we streaming? Are we streaming?
Yep.
Okay, so wait, are we on break on stream or can they still
Nope.
hear us?
They can hear us.
Okay, so hold on, another question. Did Michael share what's wrong with Dell or
Nope.
No.
can I? Would that be okay? Would that be appropriate?
Nope. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, go for it. Your character, dude. Chat says, hello, we hear all. Hello, yes, hello. Oh, yeah.
Hello, you're about to hear how fucked up Dell is medically. Yay.
Oh, this is a HIPAA law violation, sir. I need Dell's consent in writing.
So, this was all diagnosed prior to Dell meeting the group. So he's had this for a while. He's been dealing with this shit for a while. But he has PTSD, obviously. Alcoholism, which isn't really seen a lot because he doesn't usually drink. He's trying to cut back on the alcohol. Cybernetic enhancement addiction. Now that's why Ven raised her eyebrow. Because, let's be honest.
Like he's coping with it because of it.
like, oh god, if only the chat and stream was here ages ago. There was this whole thing about Del being stronger. Del wants to be stronger so he can protect people. It's basically his whole thing. That's why he's having conflicts now with everything, because he wants to protect everybody and hates that he can't, and doesn't want to lose anybody because he feels responsible, blah blah blah. So he gets cybernetic enhancements. He has a lot of cybernetic enhancements. He has currently one of his eyes is cybernetically enhanced. He has plates. I believe they were called. Hold on, let me double check because they actually had the name of the enhancements you could get. He has ceramic plates currently embedded under his skin. A Gank-Com implant. I can't speak. A Gank-Com implant. So basically, he has a whole radio system in his head.
It's real fun with Vyri's radio control.
Yeah. Ceramic plates under his skin, like in the muscle. He has a cybernetic eye enhancement, so his eye allows him to do better ranged attacks. He has an immunity implant, which basically prevents him from... It makes him a bit tougher, but it helps against poisons. Basically shit you shouldn't eat and drink and breathe in. That's 4 enhancements currently that are cybernetic. So he has more than any other crew member, as far as I'm aware. So he's going for his 5th. He's going for his 5th enhancement, which nobody will know about except for the DM till after it's done and when it becomes relevant.
Shin replacement surgery, you're going to be the shortest one on the crew now.
Sorry, what?
Yep. Shin replacement surgery.
Cannon!
I didn't hear what you said. You said it so quick. What?
Shin replacement.
Oh, shin replacement. No, God, no.
So now you're going to be the shortest one on the team. Yep.
That would be a weird shock to the system. You'd be like, what the fuck happened to you?
Dwarf now. Ollie.
You expect to look up to see Del, now you just have to look down now. It's like, what the hell?
Everyone keeps on shooting me in the chest. I thought I'd be a smaller target. What happened to your voice? I got a new accent to you.
They kind of fucked up my vocals. But yeah, so Del has 4 cybernetic implants. He's getting his 5th, possibly 6th. I'm going to talk to Angie about that. She doesn't know about it yet, but I'm talking to her about it. Things we're stuck here for a few days. He's going to have another one done. But to continue on with his medical chart, so after cybernetic enhancement addiction, he has depersonalization disorder. These are actual disorders, by the way, except for cybernetic enhancement, obviously.
That's real, stop it.
Some person is just attaching batteries to their skin.
You never know!
He has depersonalization disorder, multiple personality disorder, and schizophrenia.
No.
So, yeah.
I want to have multiple Dells and just have Del turn into like the new Delta Squad, and you could just have like 5 characters and we all get to meet on the ship.
To be honest, if you split Del's mind into 3, you'd have Legion, you'd have basically like I've written down in the thing, you'd basically have like a war-bound, like war-crazed Del, and you'd have the calm, fatherly Del. So you'd have 3 completely different personalities. There is another Del also, but I have not brought him up yet, and will not bring him up for a bit.
Dang.
Yeah. Now you got to try and figure out who's that.
I mean, you already got the war crazed one.
It's totally not. I'm totally not saying you have to find out because I haven't written it up yet.
It's Sexy
I'm
Dell.
figuring it out myself.
Yeah, he hasn't brought out Sexy Dell yet.
Dude, I need
No.
Sexy Dell to come out.
Is this the one wearing like the outfit he was wearing?
Oh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
And then
It's
Vyri had
male-
to be like, "You
male
have to change.
Citadel.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen."
That was so funny. That was the
Male
pimp
Citadel.
outfit.
The DILF.
Oh, why are you wearing flannel? What?
I was told by this woman that if I wore flannel and I don't like these short shorts that like barely cover my ass, but apparently I'd look stunning. And I thought, you know what? I haven't had a bit of a wardrobe change in a while, but I think, my boxers are bigger than these shorts. I don't really like. What are you staring at?
Oh, those are
What's
chappers.
wrong with my ass?
Oh my god.
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck.
Vyri's just, I've been
Sexy Dell
starting to
came
life.
out ages ago.
I'm now going to the dark side, just walking away.
That's what did her
I
in.
will be Sith. I will be Sith now.
And Savage is like, I'm coming with you. Take me with you.
Lightning bolt that ass.
Sexy, oh Jesus. But Sexy Dell already came out. Actually, God, that was ages ago at the start.
I was not aware. I didn't see that.
Okay, that was okay. Now that I'm thinking about it, that was the episode where we were about to meet with Sion, and Vyri told him, "You need to change. Like this is
Yeah.
awful." And he was like, "Huh?" So then he changed. So Ven never saw it or whatever. But then that was the day that halfway through the meeting, he took Ven outside and was like talking to her. And then he confessed his love for her. And then all I could think after was like, thank God he changed, because how uncomfortable is this love confession going to be with like his weird outfit just adding into it?
I was sort of that's sad and weak Dell. Or I say weak. Fucking that's emotional Dell. There you go. There's the fourth one. That's emotional Dell.
There you go.
But Sexy Dell came out actually a lot earlier than that. Do you remember when we had to go into that cantina?
Yeah,
Was, like,
in Nar
owned by
Shaddaa, where we
Baltimore.
could go again.
Shaddaa.
No, do you remember he had to like somehow yep. Fuck, what was it? He had to
Nope, don't remember it at all.
seduce.
Nope. Mm-mm.
He had to seduce a Twi'lek.
Nope.
A red Twi'lek, if I remember.
Yep.
Nope.
That's how Vyri got 70,000 credits.
I think Rob is choosing to not remember this.
Choosing not to remember.
Refuse.
Yep.
That was when Dell was like, hey, Vyri and Ven, you can dress up as like the girls that come to the club with me. And they're both like, no,
Yeah, that's not
we're not doing that.
I was meant to play as a guy who's got a lot of power and money, and
Yeah,
they
he
weren't
was
into it.
trying to be like a playa.
And then Vyri just like
no.
paid her way in to get the information that we needed.
No, Dell got the information they needed, and then
Yeah,
just
you're
he didn't
thinking of-
realize that.
You're thinking
thinking
of
of
the
a different one?
Tatooine thing.
Oh yeah, I'm getting those two mixed up.
Yeah.
I feel like if Sev was on that mission, he'd be outside giving Overwatch and listening on comms and just bashing his head onto the whatever fucking wall is nearby. It's like, why?
Let me tell you, that was a saucy episode. Dell was good with his seduction, okay?
It was
Dell
actually
was
hilariously impressive.
And then he had a full-blown panic attack when he stepped outside. He was just like...
That was literally
Did that
I
work?
forgot
a
he did that.
session where I spent like half the session flirting with Matt, and afterwards realized,
Yes!
well, that happened. All right then.
I think
That
at
was
one
just
point,
like-
Angie, you were like, I can't do this anymore. She just tells you the rest. And then he just stopped, like, in character.
I really did. I was like, I can't do this no more. I'm done. I quit.
My God, you just find Sev just on the floor. It's like, why
You
am I
have
here?
no
Why am I
idea
here?
how much Dell was trying to stay in character for that. I kept rolling like behind the scenes, like, can he still stay in character, or does this get him really awkward? Oh, he stays in character. Oh, it's finished. Thank God! I almost fell.
Run!
Yeah, so Sexy Dale could maybe be making a comeback. Probably not. Most likely not. Too emotional trauma to do that. I don't know. The next time we have to go seduce somebody, oh my God, shit! Dale would actually be a good seduction now because one, his body is a lot more toned, a lot more ripped, and two, his stats went up, so he has a lot more personality and charm.
Well, there
He
you
would
go.
probably also terrify the person trying to seduce because he'd have 3 different emotions and voices.
True.
coming
Oh
out.
yeah, he'd start talking to the voices in his head.
No, now I'm trying to get in with her right now. Can you just, Revan?
As
Really?
long
Stop it!
Right now.
I know she's beautiful,
as,
but I'm not trying to marry her.
as long as Revan and Virgil, not Virgil, who's Virgil?
I don't want to be Legion anymore. I am Virgil. It's just canon.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Virgil
Ven
was the
flirted
name.
with people too. Do you remember that? So you could get me to do it.
I think if ever you would also, if you need a guy and you're not trying to freak him out with the multiple personalities, you probably would try to convince Seb to do it too.
Sev could flirt. Do it, Sev.
That would be like,
Response.
hey,
And
you're the
on
bee's
that
knees,
note-
and
On
let's get to that situation first before we try to
On
do
that
that.
note, chat
that note. Thank you.
1,000 subscribers, and we will go back and recreate that time when Joe had to flirt with a red
Oh
tulip.
no,
100%.
Oh, God,
I
that's
disagree.
Not
I'm down
happening.
for this.
You
Not
don't
happening.
need it again.
Where's Nelson? Bring it up, boys.
I
Let's
know,
get
right?
this
No.
train rolling. We want to see
Right.
this flirt.
Anyway, all right. So yeah, you guys have just been forwarded the information about Dell, and Dell has fucked off in some random direction.
Oh,
I'm
he
going
left
to the.
after he
Yeah.
did it. Oh, okay.
I can say that he stayed actually because I was going to be gone for what I thought was a few minutes, so it'd be canon. But seeing as I didn't have to go, so yeah, Dell just forwards the information and stands up.
Okay. Then yeah, you guys kind of look over this information, and now everyone but Mira and I are on the same page of what's going on with Dell and his addictions.
I don't think I really cares or notices, to be honest.
Thank you, Io, showing so much love for Dell and his problems.
I mean,
You
you should know what he's like.
I do know.
Del, are you sure you want to go do that?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think that's healthy, man.
I mean, neither is having a sentient plant in your head, so
Immediate
Well,
hit.
being
Oh,
shot.
unfortunately, they don't.
it was a joke. Chill.
The headache is
Ow.
I
gone
mean, I
now.
know. I know what you mean. Getting shot at isn't healthy either, but that's our job. You're not required to continue this.
My job is to protect this family and to survive the oncoming battles. These help me. Why am I fighting this? Why am I fighting this? Sorry. I know it's bad, but it helps. I haven't had a drink in a long time.
Have you at least had help? Like, have you talked to someone about the other stuff?
Go back 20 odd years and maybe I would have got help. But one thing led to another. Another war led to another war. If I had time between to really stop being a soldier, then I probably would be okay, but that's not what the universe had in mind for me at the time. Anyway, I'm gonna get one or two done quick. If you want to try and stop me, then I'm not really gonna fight you, but this helps me.
I think you should find something that helps you and is healthier.
I agree with her.
I mean, weren't you going to try to work on meditating? Try that. I mean, I can help you. I know you don't know how to do it.
Yeah, sort of said that to try and get in your good books, make it show that I was trying to get better. I'm joking.
I was gonna say.
Oh, you were about to have a very sassy comment coming your way, but okay, we're good.
I've tried a lot of things. I've tried therapy. Didn't work for me, so I stopped it. Tried antidepressant medication. That doesn't work. We all got to find our little fixes in something. This is relatively harmless. I don't know why they made it such a big deal, but
I've seen people go from man to more machine because of this. And it does something to your humanity. You still have your humanity. And I don't want to see you lose it.
well, don't expect my brain to be any jar anytime soon. It's just a few combat enhancements.
As much as I want to fight you on it,
Legion helps. I've become most physically fit I've ever been in my entire life. The strongest I've ever been in my entire life, but there are some things that Legion can't do.
How about this, Del? How about you said you can talk to Legion and Revan, correct?
Can talk to Legion. Revan pops in whenever she wants to.
I see. Why don't you talk to them before you make a decision? See if they think it's harmless. And if they say it is, then I'll drop it. And if not, then I know you respect both of them. Maybe it's something to consider.
Respect is a strong word for Legion. If you didn't like the way I was, well, before, you wouldn't have. Yeah.
What I mean is that they obviously, or Legion obviously wants the best for your physical body. So I would trust their opinion in this matter.
If Legion wants to voice any opinions right now, we can have this discussion right now. Jeez, up there.
There's a little bit of hesitation before Legion speaks to you, Del, and it goes, "We see no purpose in modification of the body when we have already modified your body. But if it keeps you happy and does us no harm, we see no issue with it."
Well, Legion says as long as it doesn't piss him off or do anything to stop his connection to me, then he's right with it.
Your body, Del.
as much as I did hear it as a player, I want to roll perception as my character.
Did he think he's
want-
talking to Legion?
I'm gonna roll it as my character.
Jesus. Sure.
My character would try to decide if he's lying anyway, so it's not like it's out of character.
I mean, go ahead, I guess. I mean,
Just to see. Shits and giggles. Okay, I wouldn't tell anyways. It's fine.
no fucking. Sure, he's telling the truth.
Actually,
Yeah.
hold on. That is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
5. That's 5. I'm not good at lying. Well, I might be. I could fail.
That's
But no, Del is conferring with Legion. He's not actively trying to hide it.
okay. Well,
I'm not going to fight you on it. To be frank, I only have so much energy to fight you on things, and I think the past days has spent that, so you should probably just do what you want.
Now I feel bad.
She's not mad,
Good.
Del. She's just disappointed.
Oh!
I didn't expect that.
Ouch. Not wrong,
That-
though.
That's the line Vyri can come in on. It's always Vyri.
Always
It gets in the
Vyri.
back down right at the end.
You know what? I'm just gonna go. I've already paid for it. You know, yeah. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
You have to pay an extra 50% on top of it if you cancel last minute.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Also, the way
Yeah,
I will say, the way Ben said that, she didn't seem mad, just so tired.
Disappointed.
just
just tired of it.
So
She's
She was
tired.
disappointed. She's
Vyri,
not mad. She's just disappointed.
Vyri sends a text message to Del. This is like the only, like her last, like whatever, just YOLO. And just says, hey Del, more implants probably reduces any chance of you and Ben.
Oh my gosh!
Del will respond. As long as her heart is still with Isaidus, that is something I'll have to live with.
You're like, well, that guilt trip didn't work.
She pulled out the big guns and they didn't work.
She did. She's already like, whatever, it says he does whatever he wants.
I'm gonna go get them done.
I had one more question for Yara, if you will allow it, as he's after he leaves.
Yeah, I mean, Yara's kind of stuck with you guys. Like, she still has the force dampeners on and everything. She's literally your prisoner. What you guys want to do is whatever you want to do. So,
True.
We've basically sat there and been all sloppy and had the usual talks we've had.
Yeah, she's just
Just
watched
around
this
her.
whole thing.
Welcome to
yeah.
the Peachy Keen.
she is
Are you-
100% watching this and is just as the
It's
most
like-
neutral expression of why am I here.
She's looking at everything like, how the fuck did you lot beat me with this much emotional baggage? What the fuck?
I could just imagine just like, what? How have you guys lived for this long?
Basically, yeah, she's wondering how the hell you guys are the saviors of the galaxy, but okay.
So true. Ben sort of smiles at her, like very faintly, and she says, "Are you emotionally exhausted yet?"
I can handle a bit more than that, but thank you.
Alright. Just check.
Good. Because we're going to the spa later and you're coming with me. Ben doesn't like going with me.
Ugh.
So,
mean-
torturing Ven with a spa day. Noted. And Yara has a smirk on her face.
Oops.
Wait, you don't like spiders?
Why is everyone always so appalled that I don't like it? I don't like people touching me.
No, fair, but Spa day doesn't necessarily mean they have to
You could
touch
just
you. You
fill
can
a
literally
hot
just
bath and sink into it.
exactly.
It is usually people. Well, at least Vyri's definition of a spa day.
No,
Um,
that's because I didn't know. I can totally just assign you a little like private corner, hot spa, get some incense going. We'll like leave the nail polish there. You can do it on your own. Because girl, they getting rough again. But
So-
no, I wasn't even gonna invite you. I was gonna invite Seb this time. Thank you.
So I'm hearing that we have to drag Sev along for a spa day.
oh,
Just idle pop out of event.
Spa or spa?
Spa? Did I hear spa?
I was for the spa days, and I love it.
Yes,
He's
don't
currently
worry.
being scolded by Mira, so
It is true. He's getting very much chewed out by Mira.
Oh,
and it's
no.
fantastic.
I love it.
Chat has been updated.
Okay.
Wait,
Well,
are we?
Yara,
wait,
Huh? Sorry.
no, I was gonna be like kind of like sort of weird. Like, wait, were you really gonna take me to the spa?
Well, yeah, I usually fall asleep. Someone needs to keep an eye on her.
Nah, fair enough. Okay.
And Ben's not gonna go.
Yara
I know
kinda-
that ship is sailed.
Yara looks Sev up and down before she smirks. She goes, "Soldier boy, good bodyguard. I'll take it."
Yara, I just had 2 more questions for you, if you don't mind.
Only 2. Huh? I'm getting off easy today,
Well-
ain't I?
I have more, but I figured I could pace it a little bit. So you're saying with the Star Forges, he's been wanting to make. What is he trying to do with that exactly? What is his plan here? Like, what is his? I understand what he's trying to do, but what is his way of trying to implement it?
Well, you know he wants to mass produce hybrids, right?
I thought that, yeah.
He kind of gave up there for a little bit until your daddy Dell over here proved that he could work with the plant, and now he wants to perfect it and make his own army to eliminate the Jedi and the Sith, to build up his own empire and rule a galaxy with his queen. God, that's cringy.
Agreed.
Yeah, I had to sit through it.
I'm
dinner.
sorry.
Oh, you had to hear his monologues. Oof.
I did, yes.
Maybe you do need a spa day, Ben. Not gonna lie, you probably do after that.
Seb's like, please God, don't make me go alone.
Please.
I think it depends on Mira. Whatever Mira's doing is what I'm doing at this moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't think Mira would go to the spa with us. No, it's
As
not what Yara's
various.
As you see
walking.
Vyri walking, kind of like she's still been like circling the table, and she has the 4 dampeners in her hands, not on Yara.
And Yara has not acted any differently.
It's a test. Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
She'd rather do it now with everyone here.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
Okay. So, do you know why something went wrong? I don't know if you knew that.
That's
But-
what
In the Starforge, the whole thing blew up. There were explosions coming from the inside. Do you know what could have happened with it?
Yeah. Looks like there was a stealthy little strike team that decided to come in and blow it up from the inside.
A strike team?
Well, it was really one person, but he likes to operate solo. Pain in the
How do you know
Fun.
that he was doing that?
I gave a little help.
who is he?
I mean, he's the only Sith brave enough to rebel against Isaidus openly.
Yeah.
And live to tell the tale.
Yeah. Mm. Okay, so he was the one that did that?
Yep.
Okay. So you think Isaidus is going on to the next Starforge to try and multiply these
Oh, I
things?
know he is.
Yeah.
We got
Okay.
shields. They're multiplying.
Can he control them though?
Inside
Almost.
who's in control?
For a little bit.
Almost.
They're glorified warhounds at this point. You can control them a little bit, but once
They
they
mostly
get once they get their taste of blood, they kind of go crazy.
Oh, okay.
And he's
So
having
he
a
has
hard
yet to
time
even-
taming them.
So he has yet to figure out a way to use them at this point.
Correct.
Okay,
That's why he's real intrigued about Dell.
I see. Yeah, what was he planning on doing with the crew? He wouldn't tell me anything about them.
Well, he fully planned on threatening the crew to get your hybrid commando over here to train his hybrids, more or less.
Hmm.
You know how some creatures have an alpha? And
He
she
would be the alpha.
kind of gestures with a hand to Dell.
Tell
Don't tell
He's
him
not here.
he's an alpha when he's here. Just Yara. You need to know. We'll go straight to his head.
Yeah, and? Look, listen.
I'm just saying, you don't want to deal with that afterwards.
The aftermath is rough.
I mean, I find him absolutely hilarious. I don't know why you have issues. She has a
Oh,
smirk.
dear. This combo is not going to be fun. Okay.
Okay, so he was hoping to do that with Dell. Was the rest of the crew, was there anything he was planning on doing with them?
See,
How did he know about what happened on the ship, though? Was it because you were spying on us?
I have been. Not anymore. I promise you that.
So this
But
is
yeah.
a pretty recent change of you telling him information to not telling him information.
Yara goes quiet. And then you feel almost a sickening wave of regret from her. And she
Okay.
goes, I've done a lot of shit since I've been a Sith, but seeing him threaten the kid, that, no.
Yeah.
There's lines you don't cross, and he crossed it.
You are softy
Yeah.
for the little ones.
I'm glad that you have that in you to know that. And to not make a compromise. That says a lot about your character.
Yara just kind of chuckles. She goes, don't get too hopeful yet.
I'm realistic. But I'm just saying what I see. So, with the others, what were the others?
Well, you were going to be the queen. I guess you could consider Dell a knight. Same with Sev. He's real impressed by you. Oh, he seemed rather amused by Io, so I have no fucking clue. Hire him, maybe? Because, his brother didn't work out so well.
Mm-hmm.
Mira, he wanted her to be his own personal hacker and work in tandem with her mother. He likes having techs behind him to protect him. And if I fail, Vyri was going to be the next apprentice.
Okay.
You
So
see,
he-
he's here to do that little like looking over at that
just
again.
shoots her a look.
Mhm. Sorry. Yara, you didn't by any chance see the thing, the vision, did you?
I was told about it.
Oh, dear.
About it? That's awkward.
How were you?
He monologues. He monologues everything. Seriously, the man likes his own voice. But
Oh my
no, I
God, the
heard
mental
about it.
rock and trope.
I heard
Bjorn
about it.
totally understands.
I didn't know that was your type, Vyri. And she
Wait,
She's
what
just
happened?
like going over for another muffin. We're not talking about this.
You
Okay.
did bring it up.
You mentioned a bit, and I just curious.
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well,
I see Vyri going through the bottom shelves looking for like wash.
and like Ven's thinking back to even when she was like talking to Sai at dinner and he mentioned
Yeah.
Vyri. Just like, oh, okay. Moving on. So did he have some sort of plan in place if I would have continued to say no? He seemed to have something, but he wasn't hinting at what it was.
I'll admit, his next steps, I'm not sure. He
Okay.
kind of lost trust in me, hence and she gestures to her abdomen where you'd seen the saber scars previously.
Yeah. Okay. I think he backed away from that ledge regardless, at least for the moment. But I was curious. All right, that's fine. Last question. Where's Orfala?
Vyri kind of stops and turns around.
Yara shrugs. I don't know. After she took off with you guys, she went below the radar, so I couldn't tell you.
Is she lying?
No, she's telling the damn truth.
Okay.
Or
That's good
Orfala
to
is going to be the backup option after Vyri and Yara.
Yeah.
Apprentices.
Why the obsession? Why did you want her to join so bad with you?
Because I admired her and I knew Vyri wouldn't.
Actually, pretty cool when you get to know her. Just say.
Ven smiles at Vyri a little bit.
That's not to see.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information, Yara. Did you guys have any other questions? I don't have any for the moment.
Oh, I'm good.
Red
But
or
for real,
orange? Oh, I was going to say, if we were done here, I was just going to ask Yara what color she wanted her nails, red or orange?
Yara pauses a moment before she goes, let's do orange.
That was another test. A real Sith would have chose red.
We got you
I know
now.
exactly what's going on here.
I actually
I
went back
mean-
to a conversation they had in IC chat.
Mhm.
Bjorn probably would have picked teal, and he's a Sith.
Hey, him and Ben could have matched.
I know!
That would have been
Yeah, you
very
guys
funny.
haven't actually. I don't know if you guys have actually seen the color of his blade.
Oh my gosh, is it double bladed teal?
Yeah, don't you remember the picture?
I do. I just forgot. It's been a
It's-
while.
Double-sided teal, and it has like a black glow around the edge instead of white.
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty.
We are twinning.
Real Sith would make a synthetic crystal. Like, I'm not gonna make one bleed. I'm just gonna go make a crystal.
It's
Alright,
where
well.
he found it. He's like, I like this. He just kept it.
Well, if we're
You're
done with the
wrong.
questions now,
Mhm.
I have some shopping to do. I was gonna do earlier, but someone decided to knock me the fuck out and stuff me in the fucking floorboards.
Probably a very normal Saturday here on the Peachy Keen.
Mhm.
I at least would have liked the option to do it later. So
Fury,
excuse
what
me.
do you want to do about meeting your parents? Do you want to think for a bit about it?
Yeah, I figured a spa for an hour or two should be well. And
Okay.
Then why don't you and I go later
Go.
today? If we can find them. Well, everyone can help us find them, but I don't want to overwhelm everyone with the whole crew, especially with
I just have to be careful where I go without Mira.
Once we find them, I can go alone.
I can go with you.
That works.
Even if the rest hang out, a few blocks away.
I don't want to involve Mira with this right now.
So
I don't
I
mind
still
telling
think
but
I still think even talking to her and maybe even seeing if she can help you and how she handled dealing with finding her mom, maybe even being able to help you will be a good distraction for her.
yeah, we'll see. She's just like awkward. She just doesn't know how to maneuver and navigate that.
Well, let's relax first. It was a lot all at once. So I think you two have a spa date, and I'd have to go shopping. So let's figure all that out later.
Are you going shopping after the spa, Seth? Please.
I thought you were guarding, Sev. It's very important.
Right.
Just
wanna
was
come too,
worse,
man? I
like
could
he's
use the help.
teasing him.
Do you want to come along then? I could sure use the help.
Oh, that ship's already sailed. You're not going to get her to come to the spa.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I'm not going to the spa. Sorry.
Okay.
That was a one-time occasion.
I had to pull out all the guilt trip for that one.
Ugh.
To be fair, I haven't actually had a chance to relax, even when I was tranked, because I was, let's say it's not the most comfortable place on the ship.
Will I go to the spa every time I get a bombshell?
Yes.
Interesting.
That's your recovery place.
Yeah.
That's some interesting timing, right? Huh. Yeah, I think I found out you were live last time I took Ven to the spa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeesh.
Yara just kind of looks at you and she goes, "You have the weirdest coping mechanism."
I can't complain.
Better than cyber implants, I'm just saying.
I mean, fair. At least
Anytime
the
the
spa
hair
is very
dye.
relaxing.
Attacking.
I could see it.
Yeah, I don't know what my hair is going to look like. We'll see.
I usually cook for everyone, so.
Aya and Mira will have to have their own shopping trip because they got parts to replace.
Literally, Sam has been trying to do that the whole fucking time since they landed.
I thought he was just doing grocery shopping.
And then after getting knocked out, he went to Mira, checked on her, and then she had a list of parts that she wanted to buy, so he offered to go with her.
You just end up sending the list to Io. Fuck it.
This is the updated list. This is the oh shit, we didn't realize this kind of thing because they're inspecting the engine. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So he's
Yeah.
got one list, and we have a second list.
It's just duplicates. It's just duplicates of like part of the list, and then the rest of it.
So I'll just kind of stand up and be like, all right, well, if you are all doing that, then I'll stay here. And she just kind of waves her hand nondescriptly, like I don't know, and I'll think about it. But she
Don't you have to stay near Mira? Go shopping
do.
with them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are we just assuming they got on comms to tell us what was happening with them, or did they come back?
Oh,
No, we're
as far as I
outside
know,
the ship right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
I know they were
They're
expecting the ship
legitimately
to
like
always-
right outside the ship, though. So like,
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
didn't
so they're
fuck
not
off.
like far away.
yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
see them when you step off the ship to go do your thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but yeah, so I think Ven would just kind of go off and go join Io and Mira.
Okay.
And Vyri will get cloaks for her and Yara, so Yara can cover her whole face.
I think Seb will do some clothes shopping while he's out with them. I just realized he's still in his like armor pieces.
Oh, you didn't think that was part of this? Yeah, no, we go a whole look every new planet. Come on. I'll take
Okay.
it. That's an order.
He's so regretting.
Yes, Commander.
Yep. We're gonna work on those eyebrows and we're gonna get just walking.
Oh my lord.
Ven is like thanking the heavens above that Seb is here and it's not her.
Seb just gives Ven a look of you owe me for this.
It's called initiation, cadet.
She like bows her head like, of course.
But yeah, that's it for Vyri. She's just gonna go get them all set up in the spa. Do like literally paying for the Ritz and the glitz of the best she can get on Nar Shaddaa. Mainly though, getting like private rooms for the three of them. Well, not private rooms, but like the three of them in a private room. So it could be like literally just like those non-sensory, just relaxing things. I'm trying to give Yara a chance to actually have something nice for once. So, the only thing she was gonna do, and we didn't have to roleplay it, but at one point when everything's calm, she was gonna send away the like masseuse or spa attendant, and if Yara lets her, she'll probably like just double check first. She was going to like do some sort of healing or something to help the scars, like in the wounds on her ribs. If Yara lets her.
Aw.
Yara would actually.
So that's all she does, and then fucking gets her hair done.
Of
And
course.
forces Yara to get a new look, and same stuff. And then
I'm actually looking up outfits that I would maybe even want to wear. So
I love it.
and then we'll buy new outfits and haircuts and everything. So
once I find one, I will send it to the fashion channel.
but yep, I want to let Vyri bow out so you guys can do other characters.
That works. So yeah, Seb and Vyri and Yara go off for a spa day, I suppose. Yeah, Ven, when you walk outside, you can see Io and Mira. And what exactly are Io and Mira doing at this point?
Mira's probably just now crawling out of the front of the engine compartment.
Yeah, I was just standing and holding a ladder just so it didn't tip over.
How's it
think-
going?
Terribly exciting. Oh, hey, Ben. It's going good. I'm just making a list.
Second and twice.
Ha.
Zach. Hell yeah.
I will say, Io. By the way, I forgot to mention this, but the moment that Vyri had removed the force dampeners from Yara, you could sense her again.
Ugh.
But I'm gonna message you something that is for your knowledge only. But carry on.
Ooh, changing the aura, baby. Let's go, son.
What up?
That or got worse. I want to know.
Now it's
You
just
never
like
will.
even more sickening. I was just throwing up all over.
Right?
No, that's the damn plants.
Oh yeah. I didn't know if I was waiting on it.
All these moments on Discord are just
Okay.
like,
There. There. So yes, you noticed that, Io. Especially after they had left the ship, you were able to track them. So that's an interesting little tidbit for your senses.
Wait, he'll look over when Ben comes out. Well, over.
Well, maybe over. Is it in the right direction? That's the question.
No,
Slightly off.
but it's very off. He like looks past her, like his head just like moves over her and then away.
Yeah. So things are going okay. You guys are just working on a list. Is that what you said?
I feel like I have most of the list if you're ready to go.
Yeah. There you go.
Are you ready to go?
Oh, I'm always ready to go.
Then we should go and get this stuff.
Sure.
All right.
I wanted to let you know our conversation with Yara went well, I think. I didn't sense deception from her in a lot of her words. And it sounds like while with Isaidus, she sort of reached her breaking point. Something that she didn't really want to do what he was doing anymore. I don't think it's, we trust her fully or anything like that, but it's definitely a shift. A recent one.
I don't think I'll ever trust her.
Yeah, I understand that. I think people are capable of change, but I understand that the guilt, not the guilt, I can't think of the word, the grief. The grief is very fresh right now. That's okay. Do you have anything that you would want in place that would make you feel better around her? If you are afraid to trust her right now?
I just want to avoid her as much as possible.
Okay.
I'm worried about what I'll do if I catch her by myself or without other people there.
Do you think you'll get mad?
I think I'm already mad at her.
Lose your temper, I guess.
It's definitely a possibility.
Hey, by the way, did I get a response back from Mira's mom about how to help her?
At the moment, no, because the DM forgot all about that. But
Wow. No, just kidding.
right. No. You get the feeling that she's probably gathering information for you, and you'll probably get an answer in a day or so.
Okay. Mira, if you wanted, I could always teach you a bit of meditation skills. Sometimes it helps process through emotions, especially if they feel like they're on the edge.
That would probably help.
Yeah. You can do that after you get back if you want.
Okay.
Sure. Also, Mira, before we leave, I wanted to let you know, I know the conversation was probably difficult to hear with all of us talking about plans, and I really hated to even have to say that I need to be near you if we don't want to be tracked, but I do understand that this is probably not ideal, and the last thing I want you to feel is trapped here or trapped doing this if you don't want to do it. So, Mira, you just say the word and you don't need to be doing this. Not that you're not valuable, of course, with us, and not that we don't value you. We want you to stay, but I don't want you to feel like you're forced to be here either. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
I want you to feel like you have a choice always, and I can take care of myself if you ever feel like you can't do it anymore. Okay?
Okay.
Just think of me for now as your personal bodyguard.
I will do so. But we should really head out and get these parts if we're gonna do this.
Of course. She's got motions like, go ahead.
Did you just not want to go wherever Vyri's going?
That may have been some of it, but I do need to be with Mira. There was some mention of a spa time, so.
Oh, nope. We need to go. We need to go before they try and rope us into it.
Oh, yes, Mira, let's go.
Love
All right,
everything
we're going.
about that.
We flee the premises.
Run
Just
away!
book it. And off we go.
We're going.
Woohoo! Okay. Alright. Yeah, you guys successfully go and get the parts required. Some of you get your spa kit going. Some of you get your addictions, because my children are damaged.
Oh,
So
much does it
damaged.
cost for the parts?
Around 500k.
Okay. Yeah, I can pay that, no problem.
Yeah, no shit. But yeah, you get that. Everyone gets their new looks and all that fun shit.
And subtracted 500k.
Yeah, like that even made a fucking dent.
Not really much of one, no.
Yeah,
Nope.
exactly. That's
Not
what I
at all.
thought. But yeah, it's still gonna take a few days to get the parts up and operational. You know, getting the ship back. Not the shite questionable code it's been for a while. Running, stuck together with duct tape, baling wire, and fucking prayers.
I mean, what do you expect when it's a
Even just
blind
tuning the
person
pieces
trying
of
to
a
repair
plastic
it?
base coil is going to take like three days at least.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is going to take a few days to get the repairs done. Yeesh.
I will help as much as he can. I mean, technically, he can see things. He just can't. Don't get him to connect wires.
No, the red goes in that. Oh shit!
What do you mean red? Isn't this the red?
Which hand is it in?
For taking a part and fitting it into another spot, he can do that. If it doesn't involve colors.
No, cut the blue wire. The blue wire. What wire?
I love everything about that. That pleases my soul.
Mira is just like pinching the bridge of her nose, like, oh my god.
She is 100% having that like eye twitch.
Like I was just covered in wires. It just doesn't. It just keeps pulling wires out. Doesn't even know what's happening.
Oh no! Wait, is that her back at the ship? I missed that. I'm sorry.
Oh no. We're just
No. We're just talking.
You know Treasure Planet when the robot's trying to disable the whatever.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's Io afterwards.
Yes. I love it.
He sparks every now and then. I was just like shocked a little bit.
Hey,
I'm
that
burned.
happens.
Like his tips of his hair's on fire.
Yeah, we'll say a couple hours pass, and you guys kind of return back to the ship as a group. It's getting to be about later evening, I'd say 7, 8 o'clock.
I did go shopping. I would like that to be known. I did go grocery shopping.
I did it. Okay.
Dell still
You
hasn't
did
turned
do it.
up yet.
So
Dell has
Dell
not turned
is
up yet.
still MIA, but the rest of you have returned. And Vyri looks different. And Yara looks different as well. It's interesting.
So, Vyri, what color did you go with today? Not that I can see, but you know.
That's
Let's see. So Vyri's wearing some weird Nar Shaddaa fashion right now.
Is that what you just said?
And her hair's cut a little bit. Still has the teal streak for like the Padawan braid. And it's white with orange at the end of it. Yep.
Cool.
I do love that Vyri's hair changes color so often. It's fun.
Every
It is
planet.
whenever anything like devastating happens. Either new city
Every
or
planet.
Something devastating.
devastating.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, she gets I forget the term for it, but dolled up. She goes, new stuff, long nails, anything tragic happens. That's her.
Hair, nails,
She
dude.
gleeks
I
up or whatever. I don't know.
I still love how she had to get a new outfit before we met Iris for the first time.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Very brief. She changes her hair.
Also, whenever we got back, I just tell Mira to come find me when she's ready. I'm sure she probably want to do some work first, but whenever she wants to come meditate, to come find her.
Miro would probably start working on the repairs first. At least get some of the like quick stuff done. And then she'll go and find then like while the computer's running tests on it.
Cool. So she'd probably be like in her room. And she says, do you want to be in here or do you want to go in a more open area like the cargo hold?
I don't know. How much room do we really need?
We don't need much. It's mostly
Here's
just
fine then.
sitting. Okay.
This is out of the way of everyone else.
Yeah. So before I started, I just wanted to make sure, like, how are your thoughts after the whole conversation and just today in general?
I don't know. I've lost those that protected me whenever I first got away. I have a family now that's hurting because of stuff that happened. I don't know what to do day to day anymore.
Yeah. That makes sense. Just, I'm sure some of it's shock, I would imagine. Have you ever dealt with loss at this capacity before?
No. My earliest memories are from whenever I was still under the governor. And
Yeah.
there wasn't like I had a family. I had people that I knew. I had, the pilots that came in. I had the bounty hunters and the mercenaries that worked for him every now and then. Some of them would come back multiple times. Some of them were only there once. I'd listen to stories. I'd fix their ships, but there wasn't like a real connection until I was able to escape. And then that was the
And they were your
only,
first connection.
yeah. And now I feel like I'm going back into and just day to day.
Oh, yeah, like how things used to be, kind of. Yeah. Loss is hard. I've had lots of friends die. I mean, when you're in war, it happens a lot. And I think the hardest time is the first time when you deal with loss because you don't know what to do. And you're not sure if you can make it through it.
So what do you do whenever you lose someone you care about?
I think at first it was operating day to day, making sure that I just did what I could with what I had, and sometimes it wasn't a lot. But over time, each day gets a little bit better. And I think one thing that I learned over a lot of the loss is letting yourself grieve, letting yourself feel your emotions, letting yourself cry, be angry. Doing it in a way that, of course, is productive as opposed to, lashing out at people and hurting them. I'm sure you've seen it even in the crew. That happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess for me, that's why I thought maybe meditation would help you. A lot of times when I'm...
Never tried it before.
Yeah, it helps because you sit with your feelings and you don't hide from them. You just accept them. Grief, anger, loss, sadness, despair. A lot of times when I'm in here, it's because I'm dealing with feelings like that. Sometimes I'll cry. Don't tell anyone. She kind of smirks. I'm just kidding. I think people know. But
There's like a half grin. Can't help but have like the corner of her mouth just go up just slightly.
But it helps, just letting yourself, accepting those feelings, accepting that sadness. And a lot of times when you embrace it, then once it's kind of run its course for that point in time, then you feel a little lighter. And then you move on until the next round. But it gets easier every time.
Okay. So how do we do this?
So, normally, I like to sit like this, and she kind of does this meditative position, but whatever is most comfortable for you. This is just how I was taught. But, I mean, you could curl up in a fetal position and it would work. And close your eyes.
Mira's just gonna sit on the floor, I guess.
Sure. I'll sit on the floor, across from her. And I just, I say, so I usually will close my eyes.
Mira closes hers.
Draw in a breath, and she breathes in. And breathe it out slowly through your nose. And let yourself think those thoughts you've been trying to shove aside all day. All those emotions that have been clamoring to get to the surface that you've been trying to suppress. Let them come out.
What role do you usually use whenever you're doing force abilities?
What role do I use?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the thing. I have different roles for different force abilities.
Okay, so DM. What role? What skill deals with meditation and such?
That would be discipline.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
Discipline. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna get the 5 that I need, but we'll find out. Okay, well, Mira is sitting on the floor and eyes closed, breathing in and letting it go slowly.
Is there any way I can aid her, Angie? Either with the force or through another role, just to see if I can kind of help her. I know I talked through it a little bit, but if there's any other things I could roll to
I would say have
Help that for her.
roll a discipline check for you
Or
to kind of
spell.
keep a calm atmosphere around her to help her kind of focus a bit more.
Okay, that works. Okay. Oops, I don't know what that was.
2DF.
What
It was
is
2DF.
that?
Mira
Yeah, does
explodes
that
in
mean
a
we did
fourth
it?
outburst.
Rolling 2DF.
2DFs, that is beautiful.
What does that mean?
I have
I have no idea.
That's fantastic.
Whoa! I got 4 6s.
Damn. Yeah. At first, Mira, you're just kind of focusing on it, but the more you focus, the more you feel a bit more relaxed than you've been. You've kind of been really good at keeping to yourself, keeping things close to your chest, but just kind of focusing on the breathing and knowing that, Ven is right there. You start to feel more and more at ease, and everything that you've been kind of bottling up doesn't explode at the surface, but you more calmly process them. Good and the bad. So then you would probably feel an overwhelming sense of emotions coming from her as this is happening. Which, Rob, I'll just let you decide what it is she's feeling. But she is, for the first time, fully processing and coming to terms with those emotions.
Yeah, well, discipline. I mean, mine isn't gonna get re-rolled. It's a once per try thing, but that assisting it, like you would probably feel initially, you would feel like intense pain, and as you start to focus more on it, you would start to feel like if you were just barely glimpsing the tiniest ray of sunlight behind like a whole bunch of trees.
Awesome. Is that kind of the like how it almost ends as she's doing it? It's
probably.
like that. Like almost like that's kind of the small little conclusion she
Yeah, probably.
left at. Okay. And like whenever Mira seems kind of done, then sort of smiles at her and she says, "Seemed effective. At least I think." Can I ask what happened?
What do you mean?
If it's kind of like she meditated and that's the end note. Ven's basically asking like, what conclusion did you come to, type of thing, if that makes sense.
Oh.
Unless she's still meditating, then like she would interrupt her, but
I think we may have to do this more.
of course. Anytime you need it, Mira. Vyri comes in here all the time. You can come in as often as she does. Or more. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Mira will get up and head back to her engine room.
4 numbers!
I was just about to say, why?
What did Ven do? Yeah.
It's like a countdown to something glorious or something awful, and I can't handle it anymore!
Table flip!
I love it. Yeah, you get the sense, Ven, that you did good.
Cool.
I love the Discord.
All right. So after that has happened, after all that's said and done, Dell still hadn't showed up. Until, well, now, Dell, is when you decide to grace the Peachy with your presence again. So, do you want to explain what anyone would see when you've returned to the ship?
No shit.
Could you please?
Okay. So, when Dell returns to the ship, is there anybody outside or who's keeping an eye out for him?
Well, Io's on top of the ship right now, so he'd probably see him.
Okay.
I'm cooking it in the kitchen, so I would not be
Of course.
keeping an eye out.
Of course. Okay. Io, courtesy. I'm really glad it's Io who said it. But yeah, you see Dell coming back, and you get the feeling that something has happened because through your force senses, you are able to ascertain that his muscles are pretty bruised up, and he's got a couple of cuts on him. He looks pretty roughed up. Like he's been put through the ringer, but he's walking fairly normal as he returns back to the ship.
He is
Been all
angrily
day.
grumbling under his. He's angrily grumbling under his breath. And what was that?
He's just like, where you been all day?
Went to the Ripper Dock.
I guess I'll
The name of
explain it.
that's the name of the cybernetic people who make the cybernetics. And he looks up at Io. I don't know about you,
I'm feeling 22.
but
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, let me mute myself on that.
I don't know about you, but I really wouldn't go to him.
I mean, I wouldn't do it anyway, but I'll make a note to avoid him for sure.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't have to try. He ain't going anywhere for a while. And he sort of slightly limps into the ship. Goes and sits in the kitchen.
I wonders how many pieces the dude is in.
Jesus, man, what kicked your ass today?
Today.
Just give me some ice and I'll explain in a minute. My
Yeah.
fucking head hurts.
Yep, sure. Gets like a bag of ice for him.
It immediately goes on his crutch.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah.
What? I mute myself on that one.
Who? Oh. Don't worry, Vyri.
So, do I want to know?
Do you have a minute?
You know what? I gotta. Actually, you know what? That's probably not a good idea. Yeah, sure. I got a minute.
So, turns out, he sort of sits back a bit. You see him grow. You see his invisibly wince. Turns out, Legion isn't just in my brain. He's just behind my heart as well.
Huh.
Yeah. he, or they, didn't try to notify me that he comes up on scanners.
Oh.
So, after I went to the Ripper Dock, they wanted to do a scan. See the compatibility it had with other implants, you know?
Yeah.
And lo and behold, nice little core. Base of my spine, goes into the brain, and one right below my heart. Behind it, I guess. Then goes, ooh, I've never seen that before. Let me fuck with it, and I'll pay you.
I'm guessing
To
you
which
didn't take too kindly to that.
he did not take too kindly to that. I tried to be civil, told them no, willing to pay them double if they just kept it quiet and left it alone. Turns out that the Ripper Doc I went to wasn't just a Ripper Doc, but he was a body harvester.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, he called security, a few droids and shit. Tried to cut me open. Me and Legion didn't like that, so we won't be seeing him anymore.
Figured as much.
Yeah. His shop, though, I don't know about that. Last I checked, it was still standing. Ugh. Got the implants, though, and he, raises his arms.
The right side of all this.
Right side of all this, I got the implants. So, what'd you get this time?
Well, there's a, Beskar. Turns out you can put it into microfiber form. So I had it interlaced with my skin and my muscles. Yeah.
So your muscles and skin are as hard as Beskar now.
In the arms, yeah. Still flexible and everything, but it also comes with the added feature of I'll show you because I can't explain it. He talked about some sciencey mumbo jumbo, and you see Del pull out his saber, and he turns it on, and he grips the blade.
And I could just see it, I probably feel it's I can hear it, but it doesn't.
You hear sizzling and the cracking against him. You see him wince again as he lets go. No damage. Oof. Well, fucking hurts. It disperses all the energy around, so prevents Sai from taking these off. Well, at least from the shoulder down. Prevents him from taking them off. Anyone for that matter. And, fuck, that hurt.
Sure. You just got metal woven in between your muscle fibers.
Yeah, it's a bit stiff, but I'll live. But yeah, I can now block lightsabers with my arms.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Swords.
What do I keep hearing? Are you in the vents?
There's just like a little cackle from the ceiling.
It also allows me to hit harder with my fists. And seeing as Legion has done me some good to get me a lot stronger physically, I think I will just take a bit of, a break from using like swords and such.
Fair enough.
Yeah, this will help if I get disarmed. Get it? Get it?
Ah,
Ow, the fucking testicle. Fuck. He kicked me. The first thing he did was kick me in the sack. Who fucking
who
does
does
that?
that?
He was a little short fella too. Got like a bug nose and shit. Ugh.
Oh god. Never fuck with someone that short. They will kick your ass.
It was a fucking flying. I don't know. I don't remember what he was. Well, yeah, it was. Ow. Yes, I know you're happy with what we did. I know. Right, I'm gonna put you in timeout now. That's it. No. Shut up. I don't care. Just you're in timeout. Ah, fuck it. Don't need a headache. And he's just gonna argue with Legion for a bit.
Well,
Don't worry.
I got dinner ready, so I'm just gonna call everyone if you're good.
I'm good. Just I'll take a plate to my room. Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
I figured as much. And I
If
go
anyone
ahead.
asks,
Yeah.
I'm okay. Just say that.
I'll say they should, well, they're not going to, but they should see the other guy. Alright.
Oh. And he sort of limps off. Ice pack on his crotch. Lovely little dinner lovely little dinner plate in his hands as he's limping to his room. Now with a headache.
And I call the rest of everyone else that food is ready.
Io just kind of like slides out of a vent.
You know, I should be used to that by now. I'm not.
You really should.
Mira comes walking back in. She's got like a rag. She's trying to wipe the grease off of her hands.
Oh jeez. I go and get like a wet towel and try to help her out.
It's water resistant grease.
Oh my god, fuck that.
No. Keep spreading. Is this water resistant grease? I'm gonna Google that now.
Yeah, I have
Vyri
her.
does not show up.
Oh no.
Oh?
Sev's like, for fuck's sake, I just dealt with Dell. Where's Vyri?
Does Ven show up? I don't know if I should take that as a yes or no.
Ben is currently muted, so we
she
don't
is
know.
muted. So question mark.
Sorry.
So does Ven show up for dinner?
I'm trying to think about some timing stuff. Maybe she would grab a plate and tell Sip thank you.
You're welcome, but are you sure you don't want to eat with us? I mean, I was gonna go looking for Vyri because she hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah, let's make sure she's okay. I'll go look too. You can...
I'll be right back. Sorry. 2 seconds.
I can't tell if that's Mike or Vyri.
That's Mike.
I'm pretty sure that's Mike. Yeah. Yeah. You guys go looking on the ship, and you do not find her at all.
What about Yara?
Yara is still on the ship. She is in the brig. Was it? I believe she has the 4 dampeners back on.
Yeah, she.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vyri put her back, but the chains are looser. Like she can probably move her arms more freely now.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She is. Yeah, she's pretty much more or less not the super tied up in prison, but she's there.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Yara, have you seen Vyri?
No, she's not with you.
She's not on the ship.
Well, then she's off searching for something.
Did she mention something to you?
No, but I know her well enough.
What do you think she's searching for?
She talks a pretty game, but I think she's trying to go find information about her parents.
That would not surprise me either.
So well.
I actually wondered if maybe she just went to go meet them without anybody around too, but we'll see.
And if you can find them.
Yeah, true.
Alright, well.
My new ring light came in.
Hey, so Ven, do you think
Yeah.
That's all she's doing. She just ordered something to the ship.
so Ven, in lieu of that, do you think we should worry?
I'm not worried, no.
Alright, well, I'll set up a plate for her, and I'll keep an eye out for her.
Yeah.
She comes
I'll
back.
send her a message too.
She eats at a food vendor on the way.
Oh no!
She's so hungry.
Yeah,
She's always
forgot to
hungry.
eat.
And I'm actually going to sit on top of the ship, kind of like the same place I was. If I could find a way out.
Okay.
You gotta
Sounds
take a
like
bed.
a little chair set up.
How often does he do? Whatever, I'll use the chair.
The answer to that would be often.
Too often, apparently.
You have you ever seen Pitch Black?
I have. With
You
Vin Diesel,
notice-
yeah.
Yeah, you know where they're like convinced that he's somewhere and it like zooms in to show him just chilling on top of like and the dude set up the chair and the parasol.
Oh, like
That's-
that? Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
that's basically what Io does.
Love it. All right. So, Sam will take his rifle too, just in case. But like, he's kind of up there with his rifle, looking out for Vyri.
Sir, when you see her. This was my chance all along. Sniper shot.
I know, right? Payback. No.
No.
I mean, you could try.
Shut up, Rachel.
Sort of.
I don't know how to do the highlighted text, but it's
Just the / Emmy.
okay.
Or backslash
forward slash.
EM.
Or EM. Yeah.
Or yeah, okay.
Either way.
So yeah, that's what Seb's doing after fixing a plate for him, putting it in the fridge.
Okay. Well, Vyri, in regards to what you are looking for, a lot of vendors don't really seem to understand what you're looking for. Like, at first they give you odd looks. Some offer you drugs. So that's interesting.
I turn around and be like, I mean, I could sell you cheaper, but yeah.
Basically. Eventually, though, the armory doesn't really help any, but you do go to a street vendor, and you kind of idly mention the name, and the vendor kind of looks at you a little bit, before he looks around, make sure no one else is listening, and he just, without a word, sends you to some coordinates to an apartment. Quite a ways away, and goes back
That's pretty shady. How do you know them?
the vendor just kind of looks at you a moment before he says, "No, him. She's gone." But he did all right. Kind of an asshole, but he's all right.
All right. Is he dangerous?
Only I'm running his mouth.
Not gonna like this. Oh shit. Okay. She just leaves him like 50 credits or whatever. What is he selling?
You know those random food vendors who sell like the grossly like deep fried desserts, like the funnel cakes and shit like that? That's kind of what this is.
Is this like a rat dog funnel cake?
Totally. It's fucking delicious though.
She'll pay for one,
Oh, that's
maybe
good
take
dinner.
a bite and just leave it in the sewer around the corner. Like, ugh.
Ooh,
Yeah,
funnel
we
cake.
can make dinner and still listen. No.
I
No.
make a funnel cake. Oh,
Oh,
what
Did
was
we
that?
we're
All
losing someone.
all I heard was
She
Rachel
forgot
go,
to mute.
"No,"
Yeah.
and then she left. I love that.
Yeah, Vyri will head off to the coordinates.
Okay.
She's got her sabers on her. She's got her blasters. She's got her grenades. She is fully decked out.
Okay. You make your way to the coordinates. Do you tell any of your compatriots where you're doing, or send them a message, or answer Ven's message that she sent you?
Yeah, like a message like I just sent you.
I was getting to it. It was after the vendor.
Okay. Just making sure. So okay, I guess we're gonna do this solo.
Okay.
It's in the chat.
Well, it's
Wow.
just that Vyri
But
sent
she would have waited till
me
she
all
got
my
she would
messages.
have waited till she got there.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah, no, she would have waited till she got there.
got it. Then you would be sent those coordinates to an apartment. All right. You get to the apartment and it's quiet. Like Nar Shaddaa is loud, noisy. It often is, but it's quiet here. You can't really see inside. It's like the lights are off. And the door is locked.
Knock. Ring on the doorbell.
Okay.
Actually being normal for once.
Okay. Oh my god, Vyri's normal. What the fuck is happening?
Make a good impression.
I know, right? Okay. At first, there's nothing, and then inevitably you do it again, and you kind of sense that there's somebody inside before you hear some footsteps walking, and the door opens ajar, and you see a man looking at you. Older, probably, I would say probably around Dell's age, in his 40s. Human. He seems to have a hooded cloak up, so you just kind of see a little bit of his face, but you do see a scar on his face, and notice that one hand is holding the door open, and it is a fleshy human hand. The other, you notice a glimpse of metal, and it is a metallic arm. And he kind of looks you up and down. And he just goes, "Can I help you?"
Apparently. Do you know the name Vyri?
His eyes flicker in a bit of resignation, of recognition. He goes, "That
I have not heard it at all. No.
no, that's not where I was going with it. Fuck off."
I mean, it's Star
So
Wars.
you
We
know
have
him.
every
So you
quote in
know
this
him.
game.
Know him. That's me.
Right? Basically. Dun, dun,
Wait, you're
dun.
Vyri? What? I'm you, you're me? What? So that's how Revan turns into a guy. Okay. Gender shifting, universe shifting. Got it.
Spoiler alert. No, he looks at you and he goes, "That was the name of my kid. Why? Who the hell are you?"
I'm a Jedi. Your
That
name's
didn't
Rin?
answer my question. Who the hell are you?
And your name's Rin?
It's my last name.
What's your first name?
He looks you up and down again before he goes, "Varro. Varro." And that's where we will end today's session.
Crazy.